a president if he chooses to exercise them. I found this downright scary and disturbing. I think Bakari is right on the money, though, that this is not a surprise. It interesting to contrast last night's teleprompter Trump performance versus tonight, which is, of course, the real Trump, just as it was in the unglued impromptu press conference at Trump Tower. So I just find this extremely disturbing.
Are you questioning his fitness?
Yes, I do. I really question his ability to, his fitness to be in this office. And I also am beginning to wonder about his motivation for it. Maybe he is looking for a way out.
Is he a threat to national security, the president?
Well, he certainly could be. Again, having some understanding of the levers that a president can exercise, I worry about, frankly, the access to nuclear codes. If he, in a fit of pique, he decides to do something about Kim Jong-un, there's actually very little to stop him.
Baloney. Baloney. And he knows it. James Clapper is being provocative. He is being seditious. He is trying to knock down the confidence the people of the United States have in their president. He is trying to foment upset and concern, hate and miscontent over this president discussing his fitness. You know, Mr. Clapper, I'm glad you're retired because you don't have the stones necessary to stay in government. That was the new millennium's Cuban Missile Crisis. Just because CNN wanted to dump it because of some ancient stonework in Charlottesville, Virginia, doesn't mean that the president didn't handle it 100% right on the money. For those people who don't understand what I'm talking about, when James Clapper says, well, I'm worried about the nuclear code. What if he, in a fit of pique? In a fit of pique. First of all, I'm not exactly sure that a whole lot of people would go to bed crying and whining because Kim Jong-un got blown off the face of the earth by a cruise missile. That's thing number one. Thing number two, there is national command authority. National command authority. Here's the way it works. The president, let's just play this out for a little bit of an amusement. How about that? The president decides that he's tired of Kim Jong-un. And he decides he's going to blow him off the face of the earth with a nuclear weapon, 400 kilotons, one submarine-launched missile sortie, blah, blah, blah. Okay? Grabs his little card, gets the football, starts punching in numbers, and then he looks at Secretary of Defense James Mattis, who says, you got to be kidding me. And it stops right there. Let's assume that James Mattis loses his mind too. And he goes, all right, I'll plug him into what the hell? Maybe one too many bits of some of the greatest scotch in the history of the planet. One too many drams of scotch. And he punches in his codes. Goes to the chairman of the Joint Chiefs of Staff and the Joint Chiefs of Staff. And they'll all go, you kidding, right? And it'll stop right there. When this happened in the Soviet Union twice, it got down to a guy who was a lieutenant colonel, who was a commander on watch. He was a watch commander for the Strategic Rocket Forces. And what he ended up doing was his entire missile system was telling him that the United States had launched 5 missile sorties at the Soviet Union. And he just said, you know what, that's not true. Every piece of equipment in his bunker is yelling, launch, 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 launch. And he said no. Why? Because he was smarter than his equipment. But not smarter than these damn journalists. Who are these people? So, Mr. Clapper, do you think he's unfit for office? You do? Wow. Do you think he might do something stupid with the nuclear codes? Oh. Do you think he might barbecue and eat a baby at some point in his presidency? Oh. Oh. Do you think he's ever wanted to have biblical relations with a kangaroo? You do? Oh. Hey, sedition is the word. CNN is guilty of it. So's James Clapper. How bad is it? Just exactly how bad is this? How bad is this leftist want to remove Donald Trump quickly before he destroys all of the work that the leftists have done for the last 50 years? How bad is it? Well, here's how bad it is. This statement from James Clapper. David Axelrod. By the way, there's two pieces. Did you get to the money shot of this? It's at the end where he starts talking about that. Okay. Anyway, David Axelrod says, hey, this talk about James Clapper, hey, we might want to kind of tamp that down. And this is David Axelrod. Listen to this.
I don't know when I've listened and watched something like this from a president that I found.
No, that's James Clapper. I'm talking about David Axelrod. David Axelrod. It's David Axelrod. David Axelrod was also on CNN. He was on Wolf Blitzer's show. He started walking back what James Clapper said almost instantly. 866-660-5759, 866-660-5759 is our telephone number. And so here we have James Clapper, who is the former director of national intelligence. Let me say something to you about the former director of national intelligence, James Clapper. What business is it of his to pass judgment on the will of the American people? Because every time he says that Donald Trump isn't fit for office, that means that he's saying that the American people were not fit to vote him into office. In other words, he's there because of us. And we are obviously not capable of making the proper decision. And in a situation where we're not capable of making a proper decision, somebody else must make the decision for us. Because whenever we have a chance to really vote for people that we want to have in office, well, we just choose poorly. We choose people who are unfit, like President Trump. Who would these people have rather seen? These people would have rather seen Hillary Clinton. Hillary Clinton is the president of the United States. What do you suppose would be, where do you suppose our country would be right now? So James Clapper says, well, I think he might actually want to have sexual relations with a kangaroo. Oh my God, really? Oh, that doesn't mean that means the president certainly isn't fit to be the president, wouldn't you think? Yeah, I don't think so. I think he's just, well, I like eggs. Thank you, Mr. Clapper. We'll get right back. No, really, I like eggs. We've got to leave, Mr. Clapper. But David Axelrod shows up later on that same day on Wolf Blitzer's show and walks it back.
But I have one other concern, Wolf, and that is, as much as I respect General Clapper, the thing that he left hanging was what we should do about it. He said, I don't think he's fit for office. And then, but he had no real answer to that. And the inference was that somehow there should be some effort to remove him, or at least that's how some people would have heard it. And I think we have to be very, very careful when we have these discussions, because we have a system, a constitutional system. And if people get a sense that there's some extraordinary measure that's going to be taken to affect what they would view as a bloodless coup. Remember, a third of the country supports this president. That's a very dangerous road to go down. And if you ever did go down that road, you're opening a Pandora's box that will never end. So I was a little nervous about General Clapper's comments, even as I took them as a very, very serious admonition.
Yeah, well, that's a nice attempt to try to walk a very difficult line. But Axelrod knows that people are getting way out of hand on hassling this president. I cannot say it more plainly. Every time these people attack this president, they are attacking the people who put him in office, and that's us. They are trying to set it up so that they pick the president next time because they're better at it than we are, and we just need to sit down, shut up, and eat our vegetables. Quite literally, that's what Michelle Obama wanted us to do. Sit down, shut up, and eat the vegetables. These people want to tell you how much Coke you can drink, whether you can have table salt. Give them time, they'll tell you how many children you can have, if they'll let you have any children at all. This is absolutely ridiculous. These leftists are sitting there right in front of you. The President of the United States stands in front of you, and yes, with a great deal of fire and with a great deal of freewheeling criticism of and touching, not just touching the third rail of politics, which is not Social Security, it's the mainstream media, but dancing all over it. We find ourselves in a position where CNN is simply trying to, again, do their part in a leftist political coup to remove this president. I mean, you keep hearing this, how Donald Trump is overtaxing the Secret Service by traveling everywhere. He's not overtaxing the Secret Service. They got to be somewhere. Why not be where he happens to be? If they have issues with money, if they need more budget, get more budget. I'm pretty sure there's nobody in the United States, especially in Congress, that would have any trouble whatsoever in appropriating more money for the Secret Service. Now, why is that out there? What, do we not want the President of the United States to be protected by the Secret Service? What are you guys? What are they, high? How stupid do they think we are? How stupid do they think we are? Now, remember, these are all leftists. James Clapper is a deep state operative. CNN is clearly left-wing. These are all leftists. We, the people of the United States, like President Trump. We, the people of the United States, put him in office because we wanted him to do the right thing for the country, which the professional politicians and, oh yeah, the mainstream media weren't getting done. All of these things are coming together, and it couldn't be more obvious. The left is trying to take down this president for no reason whatsoever. They don't have anybody to put in his place. Who are they going to give us? Hillary Clinton? Did you hear the latest whining about how Hillary felt that, well, Donald Trump was standing close to me on a television stage? Yeah, breathing down my neck. Uh-huh. What would you have done if Kim Jong-un had decided to bomb Guam? What would you do? Well, maybe if I have all the people on Guam who are military people change into civilian clothes, maybe that'll help. This is the Wells Report.
We finally have the home of our dreams, but it wasn't because we purchased the home of our dreams. It's because we purchased an ordinary home and hired the design experts at Adair's Fine Floors to make it extraordinary. From our complete bath renovation all the way to our sparkling new quartz countertops in our kitchen. Adair's Fine Floors does so much more than just floors. At Adair's, you'll find granite and quartz countertops, sinks, blinds, shutters, rugs, as well as a huge selection of wood, tile, carpet, and vinyl flooring. Adair's and their skilled installers will make sure your project will go as smoothly as possible from start to finish. The hardest decision you'll have to make is choosing from such a wide range of choices.
Stop by their showroom at the corner of Abrams and Royal in Lake Highlands and let them help you take your home from ordinary to extraordinary. Call 214-503-1324. That's 214-503-1324 or visit their website at adairsfloors.com. That's adairsfloors.com.
Want to know the secret that all those flipping houses gurus won't tell you? Flipping multi-unit properties is easier and more profitable than flipping single-family homes. With over 17 years of experience, we here at RE Mentor will show you the art of buying and selling multi-unit properties. Come spend the afternoon or evening with our team of experts and we'll show you how to put $10,000 to $30,000 in your pocket over the next 90 days. This 2-hour class will teach you the art of the multi-unit flip and long-term hold. You'll learn how to buy, hold, and sell multi-unit properties with no money down, no credit, and no risk. You risk nothing but have everything to gain. This intensive 2-hour real estate class is coming to the Dallas area soon. Call 800-380-5195 to secure your seat now. This seminar is free to the first 30 people that call. Change your life now and learn the art of the multi-unit flip or long-term hold. Call 800-380-5195. That's 800-380-5195. Call now.
Have you checked your Google search results lately? Search results are usually the first impression that people form of you or your business. So make sure that they create a positive impression with ReputationDefender.com. What the internet says about you can have a big impact on your life and your livelihood, even if it's not true. Fortunately, you can now control how you look online and in online search results with ReputationDefender.com. Call 800-827-5948. 948 for your free reputation analysis. If you have from an ex-employee, upset patient, or former client, newspaper article, legal issue, social media, or other source showing up in your search results, you can combat it with ReputationDefender.com. Our dedicated experts in patented technology can help make your online search results look their best. Call 800-827-5948 to learn more. 800-827-5948. That's 800-827-5948. Or visit ReputationDefender.com.
Hey, it's Mark Davis and my friends at Patriot Mobile. For years, big money has flowed from Big Mobile to support liberal causes like socialized healthcare, liberal candidates like Hillary. That is your monthly phone bill with Big Mobile helping fund the left. Don't stand for it. There's an alternative now. Patriot Mobile, America's only conservative cell phone company. With Patriot Mobile, your money will only be used to support the causes you and your family believe in. Get the same nationwide coverage, same 4G LTE high-speed service. Keep your phone number. 5% of your monthly bill goes specifically to conservative causes and candidates. Switch to Patriot Mobile today. Get the back-to-school special. Unlimited talk, text, data, free Samsung or iPhone, all for a flat fee of $55 a month. Use the promo code BACK2SCHOOL, and they'll also waive your activation fee. 1-800-A-PATRIOT, 1-800-A-PATRIOT, or patriotmobile.com, promo code BACK2SCHOOL. 1-800-A-PATRIOT, 1-800-A-PATRIOT, or patriotmobile.com, and the promo code BACK2SCHOOL.
Hi, you may recognize my voice. For years, I've been doing the commercials for Vein Clinics of America. The really funny thing is I had bulging varicose and spider veins for years and didn't do anything about it. There were whole summers I'd play the cover-up game and suffer because I didn't want to wear shorts or skirts. Listen, when your veins are bulging out the back of your legs, you don't want people to see. It's embarrassing and painful. So I finally did something and I went to Vein Clinics of America. It was so much easier than I thought. My treatments only took about an hour and I went right back to work. And now I'm wearing shorts and my legs look and feel amazing. Best of all, my insurance covered the procedure. So stop hiding. Call Vein Clinics of America now. They're the best. They're the largest, and they've been helping people restore their legs for over 35 years. There's absolutely no reason to suffer any longer. Call Vein Clinics now for your free fast-track consultation. Call 800-780-1975. 800-780-1975. That's 800-780-1975.
If you've got questions, we've got answers. 660 AM. The Answer. If it's important to you, it's on the Wells Report with John David Wells on 660 AM. The Answer.
You are listening to the Wells Report. My name is John David Wells. So, Director of National Intelligence, Clapper, do you honestly believe that the President of the United States may, for the Kennedy Center honors, dress up like a naked octopus? Yeah, I believe that it's possible. I've never seen anything in my 50 years of government service that reminded me of anyone else who would dress up like a naked octopus. Thank you very much. Stan in Ponder, welcome to the Wells Report. Hello.
Hello. Hey, I thought all those lefties threw their copies of the Constitution away.
I guess they were able to find them somehow, I guess, because I think they're trying to figure out a way to be able to remove the president in some legal way, which there, of course, isn't.
There'll be about 30% of this country show up with guns.
Well, yeah, that was funny. When that was the one thing I had a problem with Axel Rudd. He says, a third of this country, you mean half of the country? You can go ahead and say it's a third because only 2/3 of the country ever votes. But believe me, it's half the country supports this president. You want to see how many people support this president? Seriously? You want to get a good idea? Go ahead and try to take him out of office. You will not believe how many Americans will show up. Stan and I will be right at the head of the line. Bill, stay put. I want to hear what you have to say about Clapper as we continue. You're listening to the Wells Report. This is 660 AM. The Answer, back with more in just a moment.
Fruits and vegetables in a capsule? Really? Let me get this straight. Over 10 servings of 31 different 100% pure fruits and veggies every day? No fillers, no additives, in vegetarian capsules at a cost of about 20 cents per serving? Do you want to know more? And why wouldn't you? Tune in this Saturday at 1 o'clock p.m. for the Balance of Nature show. Everything you need to know in a capsule. That's this Saturday at 1 o'clock p.m. You don't want to miss this one.
When the time comes to make a choice in assisted living for a loved one, you immediately feel this pressure. You want something they will like, something like a home, not that big facility, hospital feel. Does that even exist? Hey, it's Mark Davis. I have great news. Avondale Assisted Living. 5 in Dallas, 1 in Plano, 1 in Euless, more to come. It's the future of assisted living. Imagine the peace of mind as you and your loved one enjoy a home-like atmosphere. Caregiver ratio of 4-to-1 instead of the 15-to-1 you can find in those big box facilities. Throw in a family feel, independence, and safety, and all-inclusive fees with no hidden surprises, and everybody's happy. I'm happy to give you the phone number. Could be the solution you're looking for. 214-8-WE-CARE. 214, the number 8-WE-CARE, or Avondale, Avendelle, Avondale.com. Transition is so much easier with personalized assisted living. Ask about single-day respite care to get the feel of an Avondale home. 214-8-WE-CARE, 214, the number 8-WE-CARE, or Avondale.com.
Do you have low back or neck pain? Does it run down your arms or your legs? Do you have a bulging or herniated disc degeneration, or spinal arthritis? Even worse, have you been told you need back surgery or injections? If you answered yes, then please listen to what I have to say. My name is Dr. Chad Vines, DC, at Genesis Back and Neck, and I use the most advanced spinal decompression system available, the DRX 9000, to correct back problems just like yours. We don't use addictive drugs, and we don't use any type of dangerous invasive surgery for these problems. Spinal decompression is safe, FDA cleared, and it's not painful, and has about an 86% success rate. We accept most insurances, and your first visit will be at no charge. You will sit down and visit with me personally until I've answered all of your questions. And if you're a candidate for decompression, you can try out the treatment all at no charge to you. So if you're ready to not hurt anymore and don't want to have surgery, call me at 817-328-1922. That's 817-328-1922. Or online at mylowback.com.
This is 660 AM, The Answer. A service of Salem Media Group on the NASDAQ as SALM. KSKY, Balch Springs, Dallas, Fort Worth. 660 AM, The Answer.
Fox News Radio, I'm Jane Metzler. President Trump now back at the White House. Earlier today, he was in Reno, Nevada, telling veterans who fought overseas,
we are committed to expanding and improving a state-of-the-art missile defense system to shoot down missiles in flight. And we're getting better and better and better at it. It's actually incredible what's taking place.
Referring to the U.S. response to the North Korean threat in a speech to the American Legion. Last night at a rally in Phoenix, the president threatened a government shutdown if he fails to get funding for the border wall. House Speaker Paul Ryan responding,
we're going to have some more time to complete our appropriations process. So I don't think anyone's interested in having a shutdown. I don't think it's in our interest to do so.
That threat blamed for sending U.S. markets lower. The Dow down 87, the NASDAQ off 19, the S&P losing 8 points. Fox News, we report, you decide.
660 AM, The Answer.
Hey, it's Mark Davis. I have a question for you about windows and your home. Why are windows so doggone expensive? You ever price some of these things out, have somebody buy the house, get an estimate? They're astronomically high. Do you have to spend that much money to get quality windows? No, you do not. Allow me to introduce you to Best Buy Windows and Siding. You know the jingle, you know the website now, bestbuywindowsandsiding.com. Stand by for a phone number because I'm going to show you people who buy from major manufacturers straight to the warehouse, eliminating the middleman, no huge marketing budget, no crazy overhead. That's how you save a bunch of money and still get fantastic quality windows. How about these specifics? 10 double pane single hung windows installed for $39.50. 10 triple pane double hung windows, $49.50. Pay for quality, not the name. 972-200-4485. 972-200-4485 or BestBuyWindowsAndSiding.com.
Best Buy Windows and Siding.
Whitney, you look great. Something about you looks different. I just can't put my finger on it.
No more glasses. Since I had LASIK at Climate Evangelista Eye Center, I don't have to wear them anymore.
LASIK changed my life. I wore glasses and contacts. I called the Climate Evangelista Eye Center at 800-714-2020, and the rest is, well, a life free of glasses and contacts for me.
The crazy thing is, I had a really high prescription. I had actually been told by other people that they couldn't help me. I went to the Climate Evangelista Eye Center. It was no problem. With their technology, LASIK totally worked for me. And the really cool thing is, when I did the math, by having LASIK, I'm actually going to save money in the long run.
She's absolutely right. Consider all the money that you spend on contact lenses, solutions, doctor's appointments. All that stuff adds up to thousands of dollars. At the Climate Evangelista Eye Center, LASIK is just $3 a day.
Everybody should call them. They're awesome.
800-714-2020, 800-714-2020, or online at LASIKsurgery.com.
Hey, remember the mortgage meltdown of 2008? Have you tried to get a mortgage since then and been turned down? Or maybe you haven't even tried because your credit score is stuck at 585 or your tax returns have too many write-offs. Well, Cash Call Mortgage has great news for you. We've just introduced programs for people who've been told no. And what's doubly exciting is that we can solve your mortgage problems with no closing costs, no points, title, escrow, and no fees.
Wait, Cash Call, are you saying you now have credit and income solving mortgages with no closing costs? Are you kidding?
You heard right. A credit or income-solving loan with no closing costs. Call 855-875-CASH, and we'll work with you to solve your mortgage issues. Make the cash call at 855-875-CASH.
First mortgages impact Mortgage Corp. DBA Cash Call Mortgage. 1 City Boulevard, Orange, California, 92868. NMLS 128231. Equal housing lender. Not licensed in all states. Not available in Washington State. Call 855-657-9910 for licensing, terms, and restrictions.
That's 855-875-CASH.
Listen to what Jeff says about Andro 400.
This product is so much better than even some of the advertisements. This changed every aspect of my life. I was a 40 waist, and with the Andro 400, I'm down to 36. I'm 54 years old, and people have said to me that I look better than I ever have, and that I look like I'm in my early 40s. Hands down, I'm in the best shape of my life, and I'm telling you, it's the Andro. People immediately notice the burst of energy, my skin, my energy, plus the weight loss, the toning of the body, and the increased strength and endurance that I have in the gym. Where I was and where I am now, night and day. And Andro 400 has made the difference. My customers, my friends, my family, everybody's noticing the difference.
Guys, if you want to lose belly fat, gain energy, strength, and muscle, and look and feel years younger like Jeff, try Andro 400, the safe, natural, and affordable way to boost your testosterone. Go to andro400.com or call 888-400-0435. That's 888-400-0435. Andro400.com.
Acme Home Insurance.
Yes, I'd like to make a claim.
What are you wanting to claim, sir?
My air conditioner broke down.
Sorry, but your home insurance doesn't cover air conditioner breakdowns.
So what do you cover?
Home damage from things like earthquakes, volcanoes, a zombie apocalypse.
A zombie apocalypse? But that'll never happen.
But if it did, you'd be covered, sir.
But not my air conditioner?
I'm afraid not.
But his air conditioner could have been covered with a home warranty from American Home Shield, plus major components of 20 other home systems and appliances, like his electrical system, plumbing, refrigerator, and more. For valuable free information, call 1-800-900-9203. Homeowners insurance can cover what might happen.
Zombies are coming!
But a home warranty helps cover what will happen.
Now the dryer won't work.
Be sure with the Shield. American Home Shield. For valuable free information, call 1-800-900-9203. That's 1-800-900-9203. 1-800-900-9203.
When it comes to retirement, people often ask, do I have enough to retire on? How can I take advantage of stock market gains while helping protect what I have from a crash? What can I do to maximize retirement cash flow? Should I roll over my 401k? If any of these questions sound familiar or you have more, don't miss this extra special free Money Matters Retirement Seminar in Arlington Saturday or Fort Worth Wednesday, September 6th. Reserve now at moneymatters.net. That's moneymatters.net or call 800-994-0302.
660 AM, The Answer. 660 AM, TheAnswer.com. Is anybody out there paying attention to what's going on in this country, in this state, and in this city? We know one man who is. You got questions? He's got answers. This is The Wells Report with John David Wells on 660 AM. The Answer.
You are listening to The Wells Report. My name is John David Wells. Our telephone number is 866-660-5759, 866-660-5759. I'm getting tired of these has-been, used up, brain-fried, deep state, former secretaries, directors, et cetera, coming back and taking shots at the President of the United States. Their day has come and gone. Their day has come and gone. CNN is practicing simple sedition. There is no protection in the First Amendment for sedition when it comes to a news outlet. They're very close. They're very close to breaking federal law. If you use your influence to influence others into a lack of confidence or lack of faith in the federal government of the United States or any government, sedition laws are widespread across the world. Most are abused, I'll be honest. But I will tell you this. The simple case is that these people are trying to erode confidence in the nation, for this president. And it's against the law. Let me get to Bill in Fort Worth. Thanks for joining us. Welcome to the Wells Report.
Yeah, John David, you're exactly right. It's all these has-beens and formers and all that. What I really wanted to say about Clapper, though, was that when I see him on TV or hear him on the radio, I have a hard time associating him directly with intelligence. To me, he needs to be on the road to see the wizard.
Yeah.
And he ought to be smart enough to know that if Obama was still around, we'd have already lost California and been waiting for the next hit. But,
something like that. I mean, let's put it this way. If the president hadn't done such a great job with Kim Jong-un, I mean, we would be fighting over there, I think, right now. And we should be.
Yeah.
We should be.
Well,
go ahead.
The other thing I want to say to all these stupid media types, and everybody thinks they know exactly what's going on.
Yes, sir. Go ahead.
Take a hard look at it and understand that Donald J. Trump became President Donald J. Trump because God knew he was the man we needed at this time. He put him there, and he's not going anywhere.
Well, not if you and me and Stan and 200 or 300 million of our closest friends have anything to say about it. I don't know what these people are looking for. What are they looking for? They're looking for a free cruise out into the Atlantic. Have they really decided that we, the people of the United States, kind of just went away? The people that sailed across the ocean in a wooden ship 400 years ago, that determination and that sand, those guts, that just disappeared? The 243 years of the most perfect government, the most perfect country on the planet, we're just going to throw away because these people have these strange, twisted dreams of greatness based on some progressive elitism that they only wish they possessed because they sure as hell don't possess it. You know, if you're somebody like, I don't know, David Axelrod, if you're somebody like Don Lemon from CNN or any of these other brilliant people that we keep hearing from, Wolf Blitzer, all these people, okay? They would present us with somebody that was irresistible. They would present us with someone that was so charismatic, so amazingly wonderful that we wouldn't say no. And you're going, what are you talking about? I'm talking about somebody like Bill Clinton. If you're going to destroy the United States of America in plain sight of the Americans who live here, if that's what you're going to do, you're going to have to do it with somebody who convinces us it's a good idea. Bill Clinton is the guy that got into office and realized the age of big government is over. Because he got in there and he realized this is not going to happen. The people he left behind didn't get the message. They didn't get the message. They think that Americans are just going to okay, what do you want us to do now? That's not what's going to happen. We're going to get in our cars and we're going to take our camping equipment and we're going to come to Washington, D.C. and we're going to pack you up, take you out of your offices. We're going to put you on a ship right there in Baltimore and we're going to put you on a cruise with no end. Seriously, we'll just put you on a steamship or we'll put you on in a luxury cruise liner and just send you out in the Atlantic. Because clearly, America is not the country for you. John in Austin, thanks for joining us. Welcome to the Wells Report. Hello.
Hey, hi, John David. When you're speaking of CNN and some of the other propaganda media, don't they all enjoy, like radio stations, an FCC permission, a license that they have to have permission? Isn't that annual? And can't that be repealed through complaints?
They have a certain accountability to the FCC. They do. They do have to adhere to the laws on the books. They are. I don't know that there's a license renewal for a network. I don't believe there is. But if the FCC felt that there was a problem, they could sign a notice of apparent violation to all of the cable systems and all of the television stations around the country that are taking this material. And that would get CNN's attention. But the problem is this. Okay, John, do you like this radio broadcast?
Do I like yours? Absolutely.
Okay. Thank you. You like Rush Limbaugh, you like Sean Hannity, you like Mark Levin, you like all these guys?
Yeah, and more, Mark Davis, you name it. Yeah.
Okay, Mark Davis. My favorite talk show host is Mark Davis. Okay, so if you like what we do, we are able to spend hours upon end talking about what we think. Back in the olden days, you had to have other people that thought differently, and you had to make sure that they had access to the same amount of time on the airwaves, the equal time provision, and the fairness doctrine. Those things were cast aside by President Reagan. So you take the good with the bad. Now, I happen to believe that you deserve better news than you get. I came to this conclusion September 11th, 2001. Every single day, I've been doing the news. Every single day. And what I've done is I've told you what the news is, told you what the facts are. Then I told you what I thought about it. Then what I do is I let you tell me if you think I'm full of crap. And we discuss it. Because I'm not I'm not some oracle standing on a mountain saying, this is what you should think. People have me confused with Nancy Pelosi. All right. The simple case of the matter is that I'm a guy like you. This is what I see. I've lived on this planet for 59 years. I have been aware for about a half a century. Because I started paying attention. My parents were kind of clear about knowing what was going on. And so I've been aware for about 50 years. And what you hear on the air every day is me telling you what the real news is, what the facts are, what I think about them based on my years of knowledge of being an American. But that's not the be all end all. And when these people from CNN, with their college educations and so on and so forth, I can take you pretty much anywhere in the United States and get you the best steak in the state because I've been to all of them. I have lived on this land. I know this country, inside, outside, upside down. And I'm going to be perfectly honest with you. These people that we listen to in New York and in Washington, D.C., most of them have never been outside of either a coastal state or a major university. And they don't know what they're talking about. They're parroting what they read in a book somewhere. I've had to live with what the policies that came out of those books meant. I had to live with those. You had to live with those. That's why you sit down. That's why you can't do your taxes, because you sit down there with that gigantic mess and you go, I can't make heads or tails out of this.
That's right.
I paid 1/3 of my money to the government of the United States. Now I have to sit down here and I have to do all this paperwork. Hell, I engaged somebody to help me with my taxes, and the form they wanted me to fill out so that they could help me do my taxes was so difficult, I couldn't figure out how to fill out the form they needed just to help me put my taxes together. That's how stupid this is. I'm not telling you what to think, but what I am telling you is this, is if those laws that made it possible for somebody real to be on the air, to sit down here and talk about life in America as it actually is, if those laws were not in place, if we had the old way, I'd be talking about all the garbage they used to talk about. I'd be talking about, whether there were aliens at Wright-Patterson Air Force Base and all, and the nonstop, constant conversations about the assassination. I'd be talking about that, just the old stuff. But I get to talk about the news now. What you have to do, John, is you got to find somebody that's not going to try to BS you. That is not CNN. CNN is trying to change your mind about the greatness of this nation. And I'm not going to stand by and let them do it without a challenge. I'm not. God, I'd love to sit there with Don Lemon and just stand there and just shake my head. Hey, Don, this is the Constitution. It doesn't say anything about that. What are you talking about? Is the Constitution wrong? It's wrong then. Let me get to Richard in Texas. Richard, oh, you know what? We have to go for a break. Is this going to take a while, Richard?
Yeah, go ahead and break.
All right, I'm going to take a break. How about them Cowboys?
Great.
Yeah. This music's going to last about 60 seconds, and then take the break, and then we'll come back.
No problem.
Yep. Have a good day today?
So far, so good.
Yeah, me too. What? What do you mean it's not? I'm just waiting. I'm waiting for the music to end so that we can get into the break, so that we can come back and talk to Richard from Justin. Okay, I'll put him on. Hang on, Richard. I'll be right back. What? Look, some days are diamonds, some days are stuff. Some days I'm a professional guy that says, come back. We'll have more of the Wells Report coming up in just a couple of moments. See, I can do that. I hit the post and everything. But that one, I just wanted to be natural.
Do you suffer from pain, numbness, tingling, and or balance problems in the feet or hands? You may have peripheral neuropathy. For months, years, or even decades, you have been taking medications, but your pain continues to worsen? We can help. We are the Neuropathy and Pain Centers of Texas. Even if you have tried several different solutions, don't give up. New progressive treatments are finally available, and they may be the answer to your pain and neuropathy. The Neuropathy and Pain Centers of Texas, with multiple locations throughout DFW, are now offering free consultations to see if you are a candidate for these new treatments. You don't have to live with the pain. We are now offering free consultations to the first 20 callers.
Call today to set up a free consultation, 844-603-6962. That's 844-603-6962. Or go to stopmynervepain.com. Call today.
Just look at them, having a great time. To think 6 weeks ago, I was just installed. All it took was one last spilled drink on their old dingy carpet, and they had enough of him. Thank goodness. They got the professionals at Adair's Fine Floors in here, and just look at me. I'm gorgeous. I'm not just your average wood floor. I take crazy traffic like a pro, and it's all because my homeowners called Adair's Fine Floors. Susan and Richard Adair came in, talked to the family, figured out what their needs were, and helped them find the perfect floor to fit their lifestyle. Adair's Fine Floors has a large selection with free sample checkouts, and they chose me. That's not all. Just look around. The coordinating accessories suggested by Adair's Floors. That rug over there? Yep, Adair's Floors. They offer free design and decorating assistance too, giving the home just the right look. Visit adairsfloors.com to get your home started on the right look for you. That's adairsfloors.com.
Hi, I'm Jeff Stewart with Reliant Air Conditioning. Let's talk about AC service techs that are really just salesmen in disguise. Most companies use their service techs to sell new equipment on service calls, and the more equipment they sell, the more commission they make. But would you buy a new car from your mechanic? The fact is, the guy you're trusting to repair your system actually makes more money if he can sell you a new one. At Reliant Air Conditioning, you get a certified service technician, not a salesman. Our techs don't work on commission, and they don't sell equipment. If you need a new system, now you can combine manufacturer and utility rebates to save over $5,000 on a brand new system that can cut your electric bill in half. So call 2 other companies first, and then call Reliant Air Conditioning and see how we've been gimmick-free since '83. Our number's 877-YOUR-HERO. That's 877-YOUR-HERO or ReliantAirConditioning.com.
Reliant Air Conditioning. Call 877-YOUR-HERO.
Want to know the secret that all those flipping houses gurus won't tell you? Flipping multi-unit properties is easier and more profitable than flipping single-family homes. With over 17 years of experience, we here at RE Mentor will show you the art of buying and selling multi-unit properties. Come spend the afternoon or evening with our team of experts, and we'll show you how to put $10,000 to $30,000 in your pocket over the next 90 days. This 2-hour class will teach you the art of the multi-unit flip and long-term hold. You'll learn how to buy, hold, and sell multi-unit properties with no money down, no credit, and no risk. You risk nothing but have everything to gain. This intensive 2-hour real estate class is coming to the Dallas area soon. Call 800-380-5195 to secure your seat now. This seminar is free to the first 30 people that call. Change your life now and learn the art of the multi-unit flip or long-term hold. Call 800-380-5195. That's 800-380-5195. Call now.
Hey, it's Mark Davis and my friends at Viascan of Las Colinas. 16 years ago, they opened the doors with amazingly affordable prices for tests that cost thousands elsewhere. The heart scan, looking at your heart for plaques and blockages and signs of a heart attack that could be down the road. And the body scan, looking for the tiniest cancers before they become big and inoperable. These are thousands of dollars in test cost, but they brought it down to $595 for both. And they did that when they opened the doors in 2001, 16 years ago. This summer, they're bringing that price back. So call 972-739-2840. 972-739-2840. John Duncan and the crew at Viascan of Las Colinas will do for you what they've done for me. Help me keep an eye on my health by knowing what's going on inside my body. 972-739-2840. Get the heart scan and the body scan together. $595. Just Google Viascan, whatever you need, but make sure you pick up the phone and call them. 972-739-2840.
You can listen on the go. Find us on iHeartRadio. 660 AM. The Answer. Only for Texas. This is the Wells Report on 660 AM. The Answer.
You are listening to the Wells Report. My name is John David Wells. His name is Richard. He's from Justin, Texas. Richard, thanks for calling us on the phone.
Thanks for taking my call. I can imagine that you're probably a fiscal conservative.
Yes, sir.
You know, there are lots of multiple videos of the president when he was campaigning saying how he wasn't going to be traveling, he wasn't going to be golfing, he wasn't going to be out of the White House. And yet, how many times has he gone to Mar-a-Lago? And as I understand it, it's $3 million a trip.
Here's the situation, at least $3 million a trip.
I mean, I'm not faulting him the vacation. It's a hard job. He needs time off.
Sure.
It doesn't come across well.
Well, let's put it this way. You remember that the mainstream media is trying to make him look bad. The president of the United States travels around. I'm pretty sure that George W. Bush spent an awful lot of time flying back and forth from, I don't know where he landed when he was going out to Crawford.
Right. Well, they all travel.
Yeah, I think he was going out to Lackland Air Force Base. I think he flew from Andrews to Lackland, and he went constantly. But here's the situation: when President Obama was the president, he sent his wife and his daughters on Air Force One to New York to watch a play, to go to Broadway and see a play. And they went and they shopped and they had a flippin' ball. And the Secret Service went with them and they stayed in these magnificent hotels and they did their thing and they enjoyed their life. And I could see nothing wrong with it then. I see absolutely nothing wrong with it now. The president of the United States has the budget to be able to do what they're doing. And these are just more sour, seditious, stupid news stories that mean absolutely nothing. Okay, look. That jet fuel that Air Force One burns is already bought and paid for. The Secret Service is already bought and paid for. Those guys are going to be on duty, whether they're on duty in Mar-a-Lago or whether they're on duty in Washington, D.C.
Right, they cover also his whole family. So
what?
They also cover his whole family.
Well, and they do, and they have to, and they have to. Okay,
yeah,
we don't want. Look, we don't.
All presidents in the past as well.
Yeah, we don't want any president to go uncovered by any stretch of the imagination. No. And look, if you're going to be the president of the United States, how much money does the president of the United States make?
Not much.
$400,000 a year. He doesn't make as much money as some people in government. There are people in government who make more money than the president.
There's something else that bothers me, though.
Oh, I understand. But don't.
This has nothing to do with money, though. This has to do with the man himself.
Well, what I want you to understand is this: I want the president to be the president, right, and I want the president to be able to get anywhere he wants to in this country anytime he feels like it.
I appreciate that, and I appreciate what the Republicans are trying to do. My concern is he going to get anything accomplished?
Is he what? I'm sorry. Say again.
Is he going to be able to get anything accomplished?
That is a great question. Let me answer it this way. And thanks for the call. The government of the United States is shared between the presidency, the House of Representatives, and the Senate of the United States. It's also shared with the judicial branch, but peripherally. Although it's an equal branch of government, you get the understanding that the main action is between the legislative branch and the executive branch. The Republicans are in charge of the legislative branch of this government. They are not especially enamored with Donald Trump as the president. Why would they be? Donald Trump, thanks to all of us, the people of the United States, put away the best crop of presidential candidates from any major political party in the history of the United States. And he is a populist. He's our president. Will he be able to get things done through the Republican Congress? Yeah. If we tell the Republicans to get off their dead butts and start doing the president's work. And we need to start doing that right now. Like I've been saying, did you vote for this president? Do you like this president? Do you want to keep him? Well, you better start supporting him right now in unequivocal terms that even a moronic Republican or Democrat would understand. This is the Wells Report.
Hi, this is Debbie Georgatos. Every week on my talk show, America Can We Talk, we talk about the challenges facing America. But what my show is really all about is tying those issues back to the question, will the solutions we choose protect and perpetuate the American-style liberty that made America great? Tune in every Sunday from 6 to 8 p.m. on 660 AM The Answer or online at americacanwetalk.org. We talk truth about America.
Hey, it's Mark Davis from my friends at Good Feet. And yes, the business is called Good Feet, and they take care of your feet. But in so doing, they take care of foot pain and knee pain and hip pain, even back pain, because it can all be related to your feet and not having the right kind of arch support. Well, the Good Feet stores in DFW, Fort Worth, Plano, South Lake, and Waco, those Good Feet stores are America's arch support experts. Your shoes don't automatically know how much arch support you need. And when I have my Good Feet inserts in my work shoes, in my workout shoes, in my comfy shoes, in my dress shoes, they all feel great. I'm working better, walking better, living life, loving life because my feet don't hurt. Foot pain, knee pain, hip pain, back pain, they can help with all of these at the Good Feet stores. And they're in Fort Worth, Plano, South Lake, and Waco. And in Fort Worth and South Lake and Waco, they're open Sundays, noon to 5. So learn all about the hours and all the locations at goodfeetdfw.com. Get out of pain today. Goodfeetdfw.com. That's goodfeetdfw.com.
Varicose and spider veins. What a gift from my mom. She had them and I got them. Not only are they uncomfortable and sometimes painful, but I stopped wearing shorts and skirts because I was embarrassed and hated the way my legs looked. So I went to Vein Clinics of America. The procedure took about an hour and I was right back to work. What they're doing these days with lasers and minimally invasive technologies is unbelievable. The staff made me feel so comfortable and the results, well, even my husband noticed. Vein Clinics of America has been treating vein disease for over 35 years. They're the largest and most experienced in the U.S. Look, I've been doing the commercials for vein clinics for years because I believe in them, and you can trust them too. The best part was my insurance covered the procedure. So stop hiding your legs this summer. There's no reason to suffer any longer. Call Vein Clinics of America now for your free fast-track consultation. Call 800-780-1975. 800-780-1975. That's 800-780-1975.
Futures and options trading involves substantial risk and is not suitable for all investors.
Fire the stockbroker and hire yourself. I'm Larry Levin, and I've been on the trading floor for 23 years. I was one of the biggest traders in the S&P pit. I'm also the president of Trading Advantage, a leading educational firm teaching people how to become professional day traders. Now, for a limited time, I'm offering one of the trading techniques I use to make $1.9 million for free. Invest in and control your own future. Get started right now by calling 800-914-5567. Leave your email address on my voicemail, and I'll email you my free trading technique and daily insiders market report at no cost to you. This is the very information I use to build my fortune.
I was getting ready to retire. I still needed to make extra income, but I didn't want to work for anyone else. Because of Larry and his excellent instructors, I can trade successfully for myself, and I'll never have to work for someone else again.
Fire the stockbroker and hire the most dependable person you know. You. Again, call in the next 90 minutes. Leave your email address on my voicemail. 800-914-5567. 800-914-5567.
Hey, remember the mortgage meltdown of 2008? Have you tried to get a mortgage since then and been turned down? Or maybe you haven't even tried because your credit score is stuck at 585 or your tax returns have too many write-offs. Well, Cash Call Mortgage has great news for you. We've just introduced programs for people who've been told no. And what's doubly exciting is that we can solve your mortgage problems with no closing costs, no points, title, escrow, and no fees.
Wait, Cash Call, are you saying you now have credit and income solving mortgages with no closing costs? Are you kidding?
You heard right. A credit or income-solving loan with no closing costs. Call 855 and we'll work with you to solve your mortgage issues. Make the cash call at 855-875-CASH.
First mortgages Impact Mortgage Corp. DBA Cash Call Mortgage. 1 City Boulevard, Orange, California 92868. NMLS 128231. Equal housing lender. Not licensed in all states. Not available in Washington State. Call 855-657-9910 for licensing, terms, and restrictions.
That's 855-875-CASH.
Not available in all states. Hey, Tracy. Heard you started your own business.
Yep. A Reese & Irvy's frozen yogurt vending franchise. It's the latest revolution in healthy frozen yogurt. My robots...
Wait, your robots?
Yep. My robots deliver 7 flavors of delicious and healthy frozen yogurt to customers in high-traffic locations. And Reese & Irvy's provides everything we need to succeed.
And the robots do the work.
They work so I don't have to.
How can I get my own robots?
Simply go to froyofranchising.com, enter promo code 7676, and submit your information. That's froyofranchising.com, promo code 7676.
Dallas, Fort Worth's home for stimulating talk. 660 AM, The Answer. Now, more of the Wells Report with John David Wells on 660 AM, The Answer.
Oh!
You are listening to the Wells Report. My name is John David Wells. Okay, so I wanted to ask this question before I got to Senator John Cornyn is calling. What? He's on the phone?
I need a minute for you.
Okay, well, I'll talk about this other thing later then. How about that? Did we know he was calling?
It doesn't matter. We break for senators.
Yes, we do. When the senators call, we put them on the air. Is that right? Is he on hold?
Yes, he's ready to go.
Oh, my. Ladies and gentlemen, I guess he's finishing up his summer vacation, joining us here on the Wells Report. Sir, what a surprise. Thank you very much for joining us. Good to have you here on the Wells Report again, Senator John Cornyn.
Good to be with you, JD.
So lots of things happening as you guys finish up your summer vacation and so on and so forth. First of all, how was your vacation? How did you, what did you do here in Texas while you were here?
Well, what we call a vacation is when I get to come back home for and travel around the state. And yesterday I was in Wichita Falls and Fort Worth and Dallas. I'll be heading to San Antonio tomorrow and then Austin today. But this is the time when we actually get to come back and connect with my constituents, the people who I work for, all 28 million of them, and hear what's on their minds and to tell them about my interpretation of the mysterious ways of Washington, D.C. So it's been a good visit, but obviously it's a challenging time.
What are your friends saying to you as you travel to Texas?
Well, I think they're a little confused about the chaos in Washington, D.C. First of all, they're confused that after the election, why the people who didn't vote for President Trump seem determined to defeat him at every turn. And my statement to them is I've never experienced a time where an election seemed to have decided so little in terms of the public support for the new administration. I wasn't for President Obama, but once he won the election, we tried our best to work with him where we could, and certainly fought where we felt like we had to based on principle. But I just sense this overwhelming opposition by the left to President Trump and what he's trying to do, and certainly it doesn't make things any easier. But what I've assured the folks that I've been talking to back in the state is that we're not going to give up. We're going to keep fighting, and there's just too much important we need to do when it comes to everything from healthcare to taxes to infrastructure and getting this economy growing again so people can find good, well-paying jobs.
And part of looking for a better job might be a renegotiated NAFTA. You made a statement on that. Could you recap that for us?
Well, NAFTA, the North American Free Trade Agreement, dates back to the Clinton administration a long time ago now, about 23 years. And but it is an important part of our prosperity in Texas because and across the nation, because about 5 million American jobs depends on trade with Mexico. And it's not just in Texas, it's all across the country. So Texas is the largest exporting state in the country. And again, it's good for us to make things here in Texas or to provide services in Texas and sell them in markets both in Mexico and Canada and around the world. It's part of what's made us so successful relative to the rest of the country. But after some 20 years, I mean, the economy has changed quite a bit. And so I'm certainly support updating and modernizing the North American Free Trade Agreement, particularly in the energy sector, because 20 some odd years ago, all of this natural gas and horizontal drilling revolution that started here in Texas didn't exist. And now, of course, it's created an energy renaissance. It's not only given us low-cost energy, but given us the ability to ship it around the world to our friends and allies. And then secondly, the digital economy. 20 some odd years ago, people really didn't conduct business over the internet, and now they do on a regular basis. And so updating those sectors of NAFTA are certainly important, and together with other ones that certainly reflect the best interest of the American people. I'm glad to see the administration supportive of that objective, to doing a trade deal that helps the American people, certainly not one that encourages businesses to move offshore or to other countries. And so I've been encouraged by the direction those negotiations have gone so far.
Senator John Cornyn is our guest, Senate Majority Whip and good friend of the Wells Report. It's always a pleasure to have you here, sir. Let's talk a little bit about something that goes hand in hand with NAFTA. That would be the Building America's Trust Act, and that has something to do with some infrastructure on the border, does it not?
Absolutely. Border security is really a matter of political will. And I believe that President Trump has the political will to do what we need to secure our border and enforce our laws, but President Obama did not. And so what we've tried to do is come up with a bill that provides the authorities necessary to build border security from along the entire border from sea to shining sea. One of the components of that certainly is infrastructure or wall systems, fencing and the like, but it also includes technology, which is remarkable these days. As we all know, technology is revolutionizing our economy and how we live, and leveraging that technology together with the infrastructure and working with the Border Patrol to make sure that we do secure our borders. I believe this is a solemn commitment that we've made to the American people and that President Trump did, and one that I'd like to see him fulfill, and I want to help him do it. But I also think this is an important federal responsibility. We've seen the state government and state taxpayers have to pick up the tab for what is essentially a federal responsibility along an international border, and I'd like to see that cost picked up by Washington, D.C., rather than taxpayers in Texas alone.
You certainly talk about a lot of great things in this Building America's Trust Act. And I think right there at the beginning, trust is an important thing, because America has been listening to we're going to fix the border for over 20 years. And I think this next project really does, it has to have Washington's stamp of approval, and it has to come through, I think.
Absolutely. Well, I think to your point, people have lost confidence in their government. I think, and elected officials, and I get that. It's there's been one disappointment after another, but I think what that is a call to action, and we need to act, and we need to come up with a plan to actually once and for all provide the security that the American people want and need along the border, together with the enforcement of our laws internally. One of the things that shocking statistics is that 40% of illegal immigration occurs from people who enter the country legally and simply overstay their visas. So it's not just all about border security. We need to enforce our immigration laws for people who take advantage of them and take advantage of our courtesy and generosity when they come to visit legally, who simply overstay. So that's an important part of it as well. My hope is that once we address those issues, that we do begin to take in some small way to regain the public's confidence, so we can do other things to fix our broken immigration system, like to create one that's based upon merit and what do the immigrant have to offer the United States, rather than people just coming in on family relationships, which I know are important, but we ought to be looking at this for what's good for America, first and foremost.
I'm also happy to see that there is something that shores up and sustains many moves of many states around the United States to prohibit sanctuary cities. As you know, right, mayors of some of our greatest cities have pushed back dramatically on that, up to and including filing lawsuits in federal court to somehow evade enforcing or even having anything to do with enforcing federal law. I find that it harkens back to something you said at the beginning of this. I've never seen anything like this before. It's very much like sedition.
Well, it's certainly disturbing. I thought, and I still think, that it is a responsibility of every citizen to cooperate with law enforcement. And really, that's what we're asking the cities to do, is to cooperate with the federal law enforcement agencies, with ICE and the other federal agencies, to assist them in enforcing our laws. And so it's shocking to me, really, that you see people willfully resisting just cooperating with federal law enforcement. But you know, what the consequence of this, of the failure to cooperate with law enforcement, is many of the people who come into our country, commit felonies and other serious crimes, they really target and disproportionately negatively impact the minority communities in which they happen to live. And so I just think people suggesting that somehow non-enforcement of the law, non-cooperation makes communities safer is just flat wrong.
And in the Building America's Trust Act, there is something that is specific: zero tolerance for criminals and national security threats. Sir, I think that's absolutely wonderful, and I certainly hope that this entire act gets passed in toto. Senator John Cornyn is our guest. He's the Senate Majority Whip of the United States Senate. And with all due respect, I think there might need to be some whipping going on when it comes to getting some bills passed. There are a lot of bills waiting in the Senate that the House is sort of waiting to see what's going to happen with them next. What are your thoughts?
Well, they're right, and I would love to see us be more productive. One of the challenges we've had is that the House doesn't have to pass on presidential nominations, and so we've been somewhat bogged down by confirming cabinet members and sub-cabinet members. We literally confirmed 75 presidential nominees the week before we left to come back home. And that was in part leverage because the Democrats didn't want to stick around in August. And we said, well, unless you allow these confirmations to go through, we will be here all of August. But certainly the biggest disappointment was the health care bill. But I want to assure you and our listeners, we're not giving up. We fell one vote short, and it was enormously disappointing. But these insurance markets are continuing to implode. People are experiencing double-digit increases in their premiums and their deductibles, and it's simply not sustainable. So we can't walk away from it, and we won't. But we also are going to tackle tax reform. We are a nation with the most complex and convoluted tax system in the world, and it's really a disincentive for people to bring their money to the United States if they earn money abroad, because they end up paying double taxes. And certainly the cost that you and I and businesses, small businesses, large and small alike, have to pay just to comply with the law is just wasted resources. So that's what we're going to tackle when we get back in September. One of the first things, in addition to continuing to work on health care. And then my hope is we'll take up the president's call to deal with some of the nation's crumbling infrastructure that's in need of some new ideas. And we've got some ideas that we think might gain some bipartisan support. And if that's something we could get done, it would certainly be enormously positive. And one last thing I should have started with this, John David, is we've got about 130 judicial vacancies to fill around the country. This is maybe one of the most consequential aspects of the presidential election, because President Trump is appointing great judges like Neil Gorsuch on the United States Supreme Court, and Senator Cruz and I have now made recommendations to the president for all 13 judicial vacancies here in Texas, and anticipate some movement on those pretty soon.
I certainly hope so, sir. There is one other thing that I'd like to discuss, and that is the deep state. I'm very much interested and very glad to hear that a lot of the presidential appointees have been pushed through the Senate. I certainly hope that there will be a lot more, because these Obama holdovers have certainly developed and executed a plan, again, that you and I have never seen before. And this deep state, from a civil service point of view, has been enormously damaging to the presidency of Donald Trump. And I certainly hope it comes to an end soon.
Yeah, we're that is one of the problems. You may get a new Secretary of State like Rex Tillerson, but if he's basically home alone at the State Department, all you have are the career civil service employees or the holdover political employees from the previous administration who don't have a lot of incentive to support President Trump's administration or the new Secretary of State. You could say that about all of the federal agencies. And that, unfortunately, is one of the reasons why Chuck Schumer and the Democrats drug their feet so much when it came to these presidential appointments, because they realized that they had these political appointees who continued to serve until they were replaced by Trump appointees. And it's really been part of their plan to undermine the success of the Trump administration. And it's shameful, really, just not only because of the partisanship, but also because of what it's doing to the country and impeding our ability to recover from slow economic growth and from the sort of America that we hope to have once again.
Senator John Cornyn, always a pleasure to have you in Texas. Always a pleasure to have you on the show, sir. Thank you so much, and good luck in September with a lot of work for the U.S. Senate.
Absolutely. Thanks, John David. Good to be with you.
You're listening to the Wells Report. This is 660 AM The Answer.
Hey, it's Mark Davis. We have an idea, a celebration featuring you and some special guests. Join us for an evening with Mark Davis, Wednesday, September 20th, Austin Ranch and Grapevine, featuring Colonel Alan West, Cowboys legend Daryl Moose Johnston, and my talk show brother, Mike Gallagher. Tickets on sale now at 660amtheanswer.com. A great dinner and an evening of radio stories, hot topics, unpredictable moments. An evening with Mark Davis. Join us September 20th. Tickets on sale now at 660amtheanswer.com. Brought to you by Southwest Office Systems, AAA Auger Services, and DFW Honda.
Hi, everybody. Dennis Gibbs here. You know, the boat guy. Talking about boats, boating, lakes, marinas, and, well, if it floats, we talk about it. The advice we give is the best you will ever hear. They call it expert advice. Between myself, Boating Royalty, Lake Level Ginger, and Brother Strick, you hear only intelligent talk. Join us every Saturday at 6 p.m. on 660 AM The Answer, the Big Boat and Outdoor Show, brought to you by DallasBoatsForSale.com.
Amazing to realize, but you know, it's been almost 2 years I've been talking with you about Relief Factor, and I can tell you I've been continually inundated with testimonials. This is Michael Medved, and I've received thousands of testimonials that come in telling me how excited people are to be out of pain, like Bob from Ohio, who writes, I had a herniated disc in my back in 1984. I started taking Relief Factor, and for the first time, I have been completely out of constant, sometimes excruciating pain. I'm now able to work in the yard, around the house, and do my job in comfort. This is a great product. That's the end of the quote. If you're struggling with ongoing back or neck pain, shoulder, hip, or knee pain, or general muscle pain, aches, pains of any kind, do what tens of thousands of others have done so successfully. Go to ReliefFactor.com and order their 3-week quick start for just $19.95. 1-800-500-8384. That's 1-800-500-8384.
Each weekend of summer, you have two choices. Lock in vacation mode or knock out your list of home improvement projects. Spending your weekend running errands or waiting in line is nobody's idea of fun. That's why you have to check out SelectBlinds.com. Select Blinds makes ordering blinds online simple and easy. With products you've seen on all your favorite home improvement shows, SelectBlinds.com is your go-to defense against the summer sun. Their specialists will walk you through how to measure, choose, and install your new window coverings. Select Blinds has the most online reviews and 5-star ratings on the planet. Now that's customer service done right. SelectBlinds.com really is the simple and smart way to get blinds. To get the best deals on blinds, shades, and shutters, shop today at SelectBlinds.com. Remember to mention our show at checkout using the drop-down menu. Let SelectBlinds.com protect you from the summer heat today. SelectBlinds.com.
Want to know the secret that all those flipping houses gurus won't tell you? Flipping multi-unit properties is easier and more profitable than flipping single-family homes. With over 17 years of experience, we here at RE Mentor will show you the art of buying and selling multi-unit properties. Come spend the afternoon or evening with our team of experts, and we'll show you how to put $10,000 to $30,000 in your pocket over the next 90 days. This 2-hour class will teach you the art of the multi-unit flip and long-term hold. You'll learn how to buy, hold, and sell multi-unit properties with no money down, no credit, and no risk. You risk nothing but have everything to gain. This intensive 2-hour real estate class is coming to the Dallas area soon. Call 800-380-5195 to secure your seat now. This seminar is free to the first 30 people that call. Change your life now and learn the art of the multi-unit flip or long-term hold. Call 800-380-5195. That's 800-380-5195. Call now.
The Coast Guard Auxiliary says boat smart from the start. Wear your life jacket. Get a free safety inspection by the Coast Guard Auxiliary. That's right, it's free. Boater education classes? Contact them at uscgauxcontact@yahoo.com. The Coast Guard Auxiliary is looking for new members to join this great organization. If you're interested, email uscgauxcontact@yahoo.com. That's uscgauxcontact@yahoo.com. The Coast Guard Auxiliary.
Learn a little something at the start of your day. The Mark Davis Show. Mornings 7 to 10 on 660 AM. The Answer. The truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth. The Wells Report with John David Wells on 660 AM. The Answer.
I want to thank Senator John Cornyn for joining us tonight. What a wonderful surprise. How very cool of him to do that. And I like the Building America's Trust Act. I hope it goes through. The president wants to get something done on this wall, and I hope he gets that. I hope he gets I think this is really very appropriately named, the Building America's Trust Act, because that's what it's going to take. This government, regardless of who's leading it, this government has got to rebuild its trust with America. To do otherwise is, it's just not going to work. You know, that's why I sit here and I look at all these leftists, you know, talking about how what we're going to do is we're going to do a single-payer healthcare system. These guys can't build a fence on the southern border. They're not going to be able to build a single-payer anything. Look at what happened with Obamacare. It was an abject disaster with 6% of the entire economy of the United States. Does the mainstream media report the epic disaster that was because it would be the end of the Democrat Party? Of course not. Because they can't afford to see the end of the Democrat Party. So the relentless attacks against this president, when the reality is as plain as the nose on my face, and that's pretty dang plain. Thanks, Senator John Cornyn. Good luck on that Build America's Trust Act. We need trust with this government. I hope they can figure out a way to get it. This is the Wells Report.
Hello, Howard Garrett, the Dirt Doctor here. I got a little show on the weekends, Sunday morning, and it's about natural organic gardening. We talk about landscaping and pest control. We talk about tree care. We talk about specific pest control on some things where other people say there are no solutions. Things like oak wilt, rose rosette, crepe myrtle bark scale, and fungal canker on Italian cypress. Join me every Sunday morning, 8 to 11, right here on 660 AM, The Answer.
People always call us when they want a guaranteed income that can last as long as they do.
Jerry Bailey and Dottie Schaefer of the Retirement Hour.
When it's time for your last day at the office, enjoy some peace of mind, knowing you won't be blindsided in retirement.
We can help you create a guaranteed return on your money that keeps your money safe, growing, and compounding over time. We'll show you how. Call us for your free and no obligation retirement review in our Dallas or Fort Worth office, or just call for a second opinion on your retirement plan. 800-550-6750. Protect and grow with us. Local relationship, local accountability.
Leave your checkbook at home. The sooner you call, the safer your options.
Don't run out of money before you run out of time. Call Jerry and Dottie for your free no-obligation consultation. 800-550-6750. 800-550-6750. Learn more at theretirementhour.com. 800-550-6750.
Hey, everybody, Mark Davis with news from the world of foundation repair, and what a busy world that is. I want to tell you about the folks I have used, Abacus Foundation Repair. They've been serving North Texas with the highest quality foundation repair solutions for 17 years. It's all about peace of mind. You don't want foundation problems. When they're solved, you want them solved right. You want an elite, state-of-the-art solution for your home, and they've got it. Abacus Foundation Repair, Millennium Composite Pilings, the only DFW foundation repair contractor that has this advanced system. And here's something they want you to know. They have an A+ from the Better Business Bureau and a lifetime warranty insured by a $2 million products and services policy per project. $2 million backing up their work. You can be 100% certain your foundation will be repaired right the first time. So get in touch, 972-406-9000. Call the right company first. Abacus Foundation Repair. Count on them. Get it? AbacusFoundationRepair.com, 972-406-9000.
This is 660 AM, The Answer. A service of Salem Media Group on the NASDAQ as SALM. KSKY, Balch Springs, Dallas, Fort Worth. 660 AM, The Answer.
Fox News Radio, I'm Jane Metzler. Spanish police warn Dutch authorities about it, and a terror threat cancels a Rotterdam concert.
By the Los Angeles band Ala Las, that was called off at very short notice following this warning of specific terror threat, we understand, to that concert. In the hours since, and nearby the concert venue, police have found a van, and we understand that a significant number of gas canisters, gas cylinders, were inside this van.
Mark White with Sky News. The van driver in custody. Authorities found no link to last week's terror attack in Barcelona.
When I say NFL,
outside NFL headquarters in New York, civil rights groups demonstrating because quarterback Colin Kaepernick hasn't been signed to a new team, saying he's being penalized for his protests, kneeling during the national anthem. Fox News, we report, you decide.
660 AM, The Answer.
Hey, it's Mark Davis for my friends at Zero Res. They've been cleaning my carpets for years, and now they do a great job on hardwood floors. You know why we love hardwood floors? Because of the way they look when they are clean. But you can't neglect them. The finish can wear through. You can have loss of stain color, damage to the actual wood, and that gets you into restoration and all kinds of other things. Let's keep the floors clean and get them well taken care of with my friends at Zero Res and the following Mark Davis Show special. 214-37-CLEAN, 214-37-CLEAN. You get them to clean your hardwood floors, and they'll do a room of carpet cleaning for free. 214-37-CLEAN. You cut that deal right now. And go to ZeroResDFW.com, ZeroRez, ZeroResDFW.com, and click the Wood Floors tab and see the befores and afters and see what great beauty you can get out of your hardwood floors. ZeroRes, ZeroRez, ZeroResDFW.com, 214-37-CLEAN. Let them do the hardwoods. They'll do a room of carpet free. 214-37-CLEAN or ZeroResDFW.com.
When you have sleep apnea, traveling can be a real drag because you have to drag your big, bulky home CPAP device with you everywhere you go. But not anymore. Now you can travel easily and sleep comfortably anywhere thanks to Transcend, the world's very first mini CPAP. And right now, you can try Transcend absolutely risk-free for 10 restful nights. So call now, 1-800-400-1841. Our smallest and most advanced portable design ever, Transcend is as small as a soda can and weighs less than a pound. You can even add a battery that's as tiny as a deck of cards. Transcend is so incredibly small and light, you can easily fit it in your briefcase or purse to use anywhere you go. It's FAA compliant too, so you can even sleep comfortably while flying. Now you can enjoy the freedom to sleep comfortably anywhere. But don't delay. To receive your 10-night in-home trial, call minicpap.com now. 1-800-400-1841. Again, that's 1-800-400-1841.
Balance of Nature's fruits and veggies.
Oh, I had my joints all ached. My sciatic nerve was really bad. Like 10 hours, my eyes were so tired and heavy and almost burning. And then when I woke up in the morning, there was this nagging pain. I mean, it hurt to open them. And just in a week, I don't have the nagging pain anymore. My joints stopped hurting, and I'm in wood season. I'm lugging wood right now, and I'm not hurting. So that's amazing for me. I'm usually really suffering. It's pretty effective. And so now, like I said, my husband and I are both taking it, and he even says his joints aren't aching as much, and he's feeling better.
Good health is only a phone call away. What are you waiting for? Don't miss your opportunity to get a free month supply of Balance of Nature. Call 1-800-2468-751. That's 1-800-2468-751. Or go online to balanceofnature.com.
Use promo code 660AM.
Message and data rates may apply. Please don't text while driving.
Your logo is your brand, your reputation. It's your most valuable asset. So what's the best thing to do with it? Give it away. When the experts at 4imprint put your logo on the right promotional products, giving those items away can make a lasting impression, empower your brand, and attract new customers. In fact, we'll prove it by revealing the top 3 promotional items for driving new customers absolutely free. Simply text the keyword GIVE to 642-642. We don't just print your logo. We're here to help you every step of the way. The 4imprint team can make your logo shine on your choice of thousands of promotional items, all delivered on time at great prices with free art assistance and outstanding customer service that's second to none. Want to turn your logo into profit? Give it away. Discover the top 3 promotional items for driving new customers absolutely free by texting GIVE to 642-642. That's GIVE to 642-642.
If you're not incorporated and you're a truck driver, a cafe owner, a construction contractor, a real estate agent, a consultant, or any small business owner, then you are at risk. If someone sues and you're not incorporated, you could lose everything. Your home, your car, even your personal life savings. That's why Incorporate.com is now giving away a free incorporation toolkit to all business owners, including exclusive information on how to start and grow your business. For your free incorporation toolkit, call now. 1-800-600-8551. Incorporation is the shield that protects your personal assets. Without it, you could lose everything. That's why at Incorporate.com, they just make incorporating or forming an LLC quick and easy. They don't provide legal or financial advice. So if you're a personal trainer, a travel agent, or run a tech startup or any small business, call now for your free incorporation toolkit. They're giving them away for free at 1-800-600-8551. That's 1-800-600-8551.
A reminder, we have a special free Money Matters retirement seminar in Arlington Saturday or Fort Worth Wednesday, September 6th. Once again, there's a lot of uncertainty and stock market volatility. That's why if you're retired or retiring soon and don't have years to make up a major loss, it's important to also include a protective strategy as part of your plan. The 2008 stock market crash wiped out 12 years of gains in just 17 months. Reserve now at moneymatters.net. That's moneymatters.net or call 800-994-0302.
Listen to us live on iHeartRadio, 660 AM. The Answer. Is anybody out there paying attention to what's going on in this country, in this state, and in this city? We know one man who is. You got questions? He's got answers. This is the Wells Report with John David Wells on 660 AM. The Answer.
You are listening to the Wells Report. My name is John David Wells. Our telephone number is 866-660-5759. 866-660-5759. Want to speak to you about this. The president, during his conversation with us, I guess it was yesterday from Phoenix, Arizona, said in no uncertain terms that he is willing to shut the government down over the wall with Mexico. Now, this is the news as I have developed it because I
downloaded the Paul Ryan cut.
Thank you. We'll get to that in a second. we've got some sound from Paul Ryan. Magic wants you to know that we've got that, and we'll play it here in a second. The president wants this border wall. He promised this border wall. This is something you have to do. If you're the president of the United States, you have got to do the border wall. In my conversations with not just John Cornyn a moment ago, but Pete Sessions, I guess it was what, day before yesterday or yesterday? Yesterday. We have talked about this wall, and I've learned some things about this wall. It's not as easy as you think. But that is no excuse. For the last 20 years, we, the people of the United States, have been demanding a secure border, our southern border to be exact, with Mexico in the United States. We have heard that we'll build a technological wall, and they put this gigantic, it was a $6 billion technical wall. And guess what happened? It failed. It didn't work. Why did it fail? Why didn't it work? Because technology can be turned off. It's as simple as that. You can turn off technology. You see, you can't turn off a big, dumb concrete wall, but you have to build it the entire way. And if you are going to build it the entire way, especially in Texas, just how exactly are you going to manage cutting off the people of Texas from half of the Rio Grande? That's our river. It's our river too. And when we put a wall on our side to be able to stop the country of Mexico from abusing its relationship with the United States of America, to stop these people that they can't stop. The only people that get in trouble with the law in Mexico are the working class people of Mexico that are trying as best they can to carve out a living from the oligarchs the cartel presidents and leaders, and the corrupt politicians. Those are the only people that ever get in trouble with the law. Cartel members, not so much. Abject criminals, really hard case people, not so much. These contraband sellers that bring tons and tons of crystal meth into the United States via the southern route through the Rio Grande into Texas. Can Mexico stop these people? No. They're too busy making money from them. The country of Mexico is nothing more than a drug trail. That's all it is. We have to protect ourselves, but in order to do so, we have to give up half of the Rio Grande in Texas? The answer is yes, I guess. But we have to figure out a way to make sure that we can get to that river if we want to. Speaker Paul Ryan said that he doesn't think a government shutdown is necessary. I don't think people want to see the government shut down, and ourselves included. Well, Speaker Ryan, I assure you, well, I can't assure you, because my question is, which would you prefer? Would you prefer some sort of political wrangling and not building the wall and keep the government in operation? Or do we plant our flag on this hill? Do we say that this is the wall proposal that we're going to die on? So which is more important to you? The wall on the southern border, and I'm talking about the wall on the southern border. I'm talking about the boots on the ground, the same thing that John Cornyn was talking about, except more wall. The boots on the ground, the technology, and so on and so forth, but more wall. Which is more important to you? That wall that absolutely works, or a temporary government shutdown for the next few weeks? Which is more important to you? Keeping the government open for the next few weeks, or protecting the southern border of the United States? 866-660-5759. I'm not going to argue with you. If you say, we can't shut that government down, can't do it, you just can't shut the government down, it's bad for the country, bad for the Republican Party, bad. That's okay. I just want to hear what you have to say. 866-660-5759. Which is more important to you? Build the wall or keep the government open? 866-660-5759. 866-660-5759. Which is more important to you? Here's what Paul Ryan had to say on this very same subject.
Well, I don't think a government shutdown is necessary, and I don't think most people want to see a government shutdown, ourselves included. And Congress in the House has already done its work on this issue. There are very legitimate problems and concerns in the border that need to be addressed. The House already has passed funding for border security, including building physical barriers like a wall in the places that are necessary.
Well, okay, that's according to the House. I want security experts. I want United States military experts to go down there and say, okay, what kind of a wall do we need? What is going to be able to protect us? How are we going to be able to reliably stop the hundreds of thousands of pounds of drugs of every kind from coursing into this country every month across the Rio Grande? I've been there. I've seen it myself. How are we going to have a wall that stops that? I want to know what that looks like. Pete Sessions said, well, here's what we're going to do. We're going to have an architect put together something so that we can see what the wall's going to look like. The president alluded to it. He says, well, we got to be able to see through it. That's true. There's some wall down there near Weslaco that are essentially square steel beams that are set up on their ends. They're very, very long. They've been hammered into place. And they are very, very close. They're like 6 inches apart. You can see through them. The wind blows through them. Small little critters can get through, but big critters can't. So the situation is, do we build walls like that? They work. They absolutely work. But we got to have people that are patrolling that wall. And we have to set it up so that they rotate, so that they're not in any particular section of wall for any particular section of time. That way deals cannot be made. That's what it's going to take. You're going to have people that are absolutely committed to not letting anything across the border that is not already arranged for. And that means legal commerce. And that's what this renegotiation of NAFTA is for. And that's why it's so important. All of these things go together. If you think there's a NAFTA renegotiation without a wall, well, you're wrong. We might as well not renegotiate NAFTA without that wall. Because that's what our bargaining capability is going to be. That's where our bargaining leverage is going to be. We are going to close the border between Mexico and the United States. We're going to close it. Or we should shut down the government. One of those two things has to happen. It's up to the Republicans to try to figure out which is which. This president has the stones to push the Republican Party into doing what is necessary. At least I believe he does. I believe that Steve Bannon, in charge of Breitbart, may be the making of this presidency. Bannon said himself, the presidency that we fought for is gone. Wrong. The presidency that we all fought for just got a strong ally in Breitbart with Steve Bannon running it. Because if you're Steve Bannon, then what you have to do is you have to prove to people that you were correct. That the president that we voted for is the one that we want. And that these people that are attacking the president of the United States are indeed seditionists and need to spend time in jail, contemplating just exactly where they went wrong, where they lost lock with the fact that a free and liberated society elected their president. That there are newscasters that are upset, that are sitting there in their haughty ways talking about how this president is unfit, belies the just intolerable arrogance of the progressive left and how they have lived in the country their whole lives, but they have not learned anything about it. They don't know anything about this country. They don't know anything about us. They don't know anything about how the American experience actually operates. And I don't know what they're based on. I don't know what they're basing all this thinking on. I see this gobbledygooky and crap that they pass around to each other. Well, what do you think about this, Maury? Heck, I don't know, Philip. My God, this is just truly amazing. You know, this is the way we should do it here in the United States. By golly, yes, you're absolutely right. I'm going, this is all crap, right? All this is crap. You aren't going to see this in your lifetime or your children's lifetime or their children's lifetime. Because if you think that all of us that have been hanging on to our guns and our Bibles are just going to stay in the Midwest someplace and sort of sit around and pray to great Lord Jesus, well, you're wrong. We know where Washington is. We know where New York is. We know where LA is. We can go to all of those places anytime we choose. And I swear to God, if you take us away from our guns and our Bibles, and you force us to travel to where you are to clean up your mess, we are not going to be easy to deal with. We're going to be kind of grumpy. This is the Wells Report.
Have you racked up more than $10,000 in credit card debt? Are you barely getting by making minimum payments? You should know. The credit card companies are tricking you into thinking there's no way out. Credit card companies would rather you didn't know that there are ways you can become debt-free and you don't have to pay the entire amount you owe. There are debt relief programs that help people like you escape overwhelming credit card debt. National Debt Relief has helped tens of thousands of people just like you reduce more than $500 million of debt. National Debt Relief has helped so many people. They're A-plus rated by the Better Business Bureau. You don't have to declare bankruptcy or take out a consolidation loan. You have the right to settle your debt for a mere fraction of what you owe. Reduce a portion of your debt now. Call National Debt Relief at 800-518-4020. 800-518-4020. That's 800-518-4020.
Are you suffering with hearing loss? Are you sick of people constantly complaining that your TV is too loud? Are you tired of asking people to speak up? Would you like to hear more clearly, but you don't want to wear a hearing aid that makes you look old? Then you need to try Listen Clear, a life-changing breakthrough designed by top audio engineers to fit your ear almost invisibly. Listen Clear is fully adjustable, so you can find the perfect way to hear almost everything, wherever you are and whatever you're doing. And right now, you can try Listen Clear absolutely free with free shipping. We'll even give you free batteries for life. So call now, 1-855-568-4327. Listen Clear is lightweight and completely hassle-free, and it's practically invisible. Call for your risk-free home trial with free shipping and free batteries for life. For free information, call now, 1-855-568-4327. That's 1-855-568-4327. 1-855-568-4327.
Warning, if you've recently declared bankruptcy, you're going to want to cover your ears, because there's an alternative to bankruptcy and it could be better than you'd ever think possible. But if you've already declared bankruptcy and have missed this opportunity, you'll want to cover your ears now. Here it is. Right now, the company that has resolved more credit card debt than anyone in the U.S. may be able to settle your debt too. You can resolve your debt with one low monthly program payment. If you call right now and qualify, Freedom Debt Relief will show you how low your monthly program payment could be for free. Call now. 1-800-600-3731. That's 1-800-600-3731. If you're struggling with debt, this could be your answer. And the bigger your debt, the more money you could save. To find out for free how much of your hard-earned money Freedom Debt Relief could help you save, call now. 1-800-600-3731. 1-800-600-3731. 1-800-600-3731.
Acme Home Insurance.
Yes, I'd like to make a claim.
What are you wanting to claim, sir?
My air conditioner broke down.
Sorry, but your home insurance doesn't cover air conditioner breakdowns.
So what do you cover?
Home damage from things like earthquakes, volcanoes, a zombie apocalypse.
A zombie apocalypse? But that'll never happen.
But if it did, you'd be covered, sir.
But not my air conditioner?
I'm afraid not.
But his air conditioner could have been covered with a home warranty from American Home Shield, plus major components of 20 other home systems and appliances, like his electrical system, plumbing, refrigerator, and more. For valuable free information, call 1-800-900-9203. Homeowners insurance can cover what might happen.
Zombies are coming!
But a home warranty helps cover what will happen.
Now the dryer won't work.
Be sure with the Shield. American Home Shield. For valuable free information, call 1-800-900-9203. That's 1-800-900-9203. 1-800-900-9203.
Message and data rates may apply.
Attention, it is illegal to text and drive. So if you're experiencing hair loss and you want a permanent solution, please pull over now, because an incredible offer that could give you your hair back is just one text away. Bosley is the world's most experienced hair restoration expert, always pioneering the latest technology. And now, we're giving everyone who texts GROW to 543-543, an absolutely free information kit that reveals just how easy and affordable this permanent solution really is. Don't wait. When you text GROW to 543-543, we'll also give you a gift card for $250 off. Millions of men and women have come to Bosley for a permanent solution to hair loss. So pull over now and see for yourself how great your hair could look with an absolutely free information kit. Text GROW to 543-543. Plus, get a free gift card. This amazing offer is just one text away. GROW to 543-543.
This is 660 AM. The Answer. You're hearing tomorrow's front page on the Wells Report with John David Wells on 660 AM. The Answer.
You are listening to the Wells Report. My name is John David Wells. Which is more important to you, keeping the government in operation or planting our feet saying that wall will be built? To me, it's time to put these guys out of business. If they don't want to do the people's business, then they can do nothing. You see what I mean? We, the people of the United States, want a secure southern border. As someone who has been there and seen what happens there with my own eyes, I can tell you, you want that border secure. You want that border secure from Brownsville all the way to the western edge of San Diego. You want that border completely clear, completely sealed. The only thing that comes through are people that can prove that they have a reason to come through on both sides, going both directions. That's it. You want that border manned and protected 24/7, 365. You want these people who are operating on American soil, part of a transnational drug cartel, off of American soil. You get to go home, wherever home is. If home is working someplace in Mexico where they will let you because you paid somebody $100,000 this month to be able to do that, that's fine. But we Americans want Southern Arizona back. I don't like the fact that we're going to cut off our access to the water. That bugs me. It bugs me that we don't get to enjoy half of the Rio Grande. But it's either that or put the wall right in the middle of the Rio Grande. And that river isn't big enough in most places to be able to do that. So we have to decide what we have to do. We have to decide what's important to us. You know what I think? I'm a Texan. So all I care about is Texas. I don't want this garbage coming through Texas on its way to everywhere else. I don't want it exposed to our kids first. I want this stuff stopped at the border. I want my neighbors to the south in Texas. I want my neighbors to be able to drive and ride and play on their land anytime they choose without having to run across some cartel guy in a Jeep saying, "Don't you think you really should go to town?" I mean, you know, safer place. I'm sorry. No. Okay. And then the gunfire starts. Seriously now. Is that the bargain that we made? Is this really worth keeping this government open? Take this statement from this topic. Please take it with you. Share it with your friends. As far as closing down the government is concerned when it comes to this border wall, if the government of the United States will not do the people's bidding, will not do the people's business, then they can just sit there and do nothing. They can just sit there on their butts and do nothing. Well, that's an awful lot of money to waste. No, it's not. The money that we spend keeping those guys from doing anything is the best money we'll ever spend. Because when they're in business, they do things like, spend $20 trillion more than they have. Shutting down this government may be the smartest thing we could ever do. This is the Wells Report.
Want to know the secret that all those flipping houses gurus won't tell you? Flipping multi-unit properties is easier and more profitable than flipping single-family homes. With over 17 years of experience, we here at RE Mentor will show you the art of buying and selling multi-unit properties. Come spend the afternoon or evening with our team of experts and we'll show you how to put $10,000 to $30,000 in your pocket over the next 90 days. This 2-hour class will teach you the art of the multi-unit flip and long-term hold. You'll learn how to buy, hold, and sell multi-unit properties with no money down, no credit, and no risk. You risk nothing but have everything to gain. This intensive 2-hour real estate class is coming to the Dallas area soon. Call 800-380-5195 to secure your seat now. This seminar is free to the first 30 people that call. Change your life now and learn the art of the multi-unit flip or long-term hold. Call 800-380-5195. That's 800-380-5195. Call now.
Dennis Prager here, and for 2 years now, I've been telling you about my wife, Sue, who tried Relief Factor because of her knee pain, and it worked. This is before I ever even heard about the product. I never endorsed a pain reliever, but now I am. And yes, now I'm taking Relief Factor too. Maybe you've heard me call it a miracle. In fact, listen to what Amanda from Texas wrote. I was having pain in my left thumb area and left side of my leg from my knee about 4 inches up. After about a week of taking Relief Factor, the pain in my leg has gone away, and a few days later, the pain in my left hand is gone. We've gotten thousands of these testimonials, and if you're struggling with ongoing back or neck pain, shoulder, hip, or knee pain, or general muscle aches and pain, do what my wife Sue did. Try Relief Factor. Go to relieffactor.com. or call them toll-free 800-500-8384, 800-500-8384.
Hey, it's Mark Davis. For all of you with any kind of snoring or sleep apnea problem, let me send you to the place I visited, Simple Sleep Services, simplesleepservices.com. Check them out. They're in Dallas and Fort Worth. Insurance covers, folks, and it's not surgery, and we're not going to have the big honking CPAP device breathing machine. We're not going to do implants. It's the Simple Somnodent device. An oral appliance they make for you, just like they did for me. You take it home, you pop it in, you kiss your wife goodnight, and silent all year long. It is so great. Are you tired of disrupting everybody's sleep with your snoring? Do something about it. 469-685-1700. 469-685-1700. No CPAP, no surgery, no implants, just simple sleep. Visit simplesleepservices.com. They make it easy. Board certified sleep physicians, great people. 469-685-1700. Solve your snoring and sleep apnea problem with simplesleepservices.com. Simplesleepservices.com.
Listen to what Jeff says about Andro 400.
This product is so much better than even some of the advertisements. It's changed every aspect of my life. There was a 40 waist, and with the Andro 400, I'm down to 36. I'm 54 years old, and people have said to me that I look better than I ever have, and that I look like I'm in my early 40s. Hands down, I'm in the best shape of my life, and I'm telling you, it's the Andro. People immediately notice the burst of energy, my skin, my energy, plus the weight loss, the toning of the body, and the increased strength and endurance that I have in the gym. Where I was and where I am now, night and day. And Andro 400 has made the difference. My customers, my friends, my family, everybody's noticing the difference.
Guys, if you want to lose belly fat, gain energy, strength, and muscle, and look and feel years younger like Jeff, try Andro 400, the safe, natural, and affordable way to boost your testosterone. Go to andro400.com or call 888-400-0435. That's 888-400-0435. Andro400.com.
I believe in you. Just 4 simple words, but to a child in need, they mean the world. When you become a child sponsor with Save the Children, you're saying, I believe in you. You're worthy of good nutrition, quality health care, and education. I believe in you. Just 4 simple words that can bring hope, that can change a life. Because when you believe in a child, you empower them to believe in themselves. Visit sponsor.savethechildren.org today and tell a child in need, I believe in you.
At Progressive, we think your custom cupcake shop is first class. Yeah, your cupcakes were first class from your first day of cupcake class right up till you graduated. First in your class. And a first in class top brass like yourself deserves Progressive business insurance. With over 30 business and vehicle options, you'll feel like you and your cupcakes are flying. First class. So move your center of mass to progressivecommercial.com real fast. Now you're cooking with gas. Progressive Casualty Insurance and Affiliates.
660 AM. The Answer. Isn't thinking so much more fun than getting yelled at? The Wells Report on 660 AM. The Answer.
You are listening to the Wells Report. My name is John David Wells. Where is the American left? What are they doing? They are so enamored with this phantom idea of removing this president when any conversation to do so is damaging them politically for the future. The American left has essentially lost its mind. It is engaged in a nervous breakdown. There is no way for we, the people of the United States, to be able to keep up with an American political movement that is absurd on its face, that is so steeped in these games of non-offense that no one can say anything without being criticized as a criminal for doing so. ESPN is a sports network. I remember when they hit the air. They had a really tough time. I'm telling you, they had a really tough time. They could not actually cover any of the games. Chris Berman did a wrap up. I can't remember what Super Bowl it was. But at the end of the game, after it was over, he was standing on the field reporting on ESPN what happened. He didn't have any highlights. He just said, this was what was going on, and so on and so forth. You're watching ESPN, the worldwide leader in sports. ESPN would do sportscast after sportscast after sportscast. They would have like 2 or 3 crews do the same sports, and then they'd repeat that 2-hour block 2 times. But there was something there. And you could see really cool sports. Australian rules football. Were you ever able to score Australian rules football, Magic? No. I could never figure out what the score was. But it was a fun-looking game. The guys in the fedoras and the lab coats. Fedoras and lab coats. That's what the referees were dressed in. And you know how our referees hold their arms over their head like this when it's a touchdown? Touchdown! The guys in Australian rules football, they wait until the camera's on them, and then they do this. What? But I would not have learned that if it wasn't for ESPN. The worldwide leader in sports. But after a while, people began to notice. They started covering things that people wanted to see. Drag racing. NASCAR showed up for a piece. There was golf, and there was baseball. Major League Baseball. Things began to roll, and the network took off. And those sports shows, the ones that did the highlights, like the sports reports. What they ended up being appointment television. I remember watching Dan Patrick and Keith Olbermann back before Dan and Keith split up, and certainly before Keith Olbermann lost his flippin' mind. I remember watching those guys thinking that was one of the best shows on television. They called it The Big Show. It was the prime time sports highlight show on the network. And it was appointment TV for me. I didn't care what was on primetime television on ABC, NBC, CBS, or any of the others. I was watching Dan and Keith because they were fantastic together. Dan Patrick has gone on to a stellar career. I think he's underutilized by NBC. I love his talk show. It's on DirecTV. He does a lot of what we do. We try to do a little video of this show so that you have some idea what's going on, what we look like, and what we're doing, even though this is the worst shirt I own. I'm throwing it away when I get home. Don't try to talk me out of it. So why am I telling you all this? Because somewhere down the line, it happened during the Obama administration. I don't know exactly whether it was the first term or the second one. But they started shushing conservative viewpoints. They started castigating people that had a conservative viewpoint, and they wouldn't castigate people that had a liberal viewpoint. And I ask on this broadcast, do we want ESPN to be poisoned by politics? As soon as they started it, they started losing subscribers. ESPN ended up getting rid of all of their stars. And all of this stuff is completely, I mean, as I come here to do this segment, Matt is wearing a Sports Center shirt. I'm serious. I mean, think of that. That's the Big Show shirt. That was Keith and Dan Patrick. That was the Big Show shirt. I didn't get one. But here we are. They started playing politics. They started losing subscribers. And then they started losing talent. Then they lost more subscribers. Because the people, and it's a runaway mess right now. And they made it worse. How did they make it worse? There's a guy who does University of Virginia football. At least he was going to do this game. I think he's a broadcaster that works with ESPN. Is that right? Is he a freelancer?
I think so, yeah.
Yeah, I think he's a freelance guy, but he's working with ESPN. What's his name? His name is Robert Lee. See, good old Southern boy with a big old gray beard. Does he look real good on white horses wearing gray? No, the guy's Asian. Think Bruce Lee, but gets paper cuts on his hands when he tries to put a Band-Aid on. That's this guy. ESPN pulled him off of the University of Virginia football game because of his name, Robert Lee. We collectively made the decision with Robert to switch games as the tragic events in Charlottesville were unfolding, simply because of the coincidence of his name, ESPN officials disclosed in a statement obtained by ESPN spokesman Derek Vollner. In that moment, it felt right to all parties. That's because you're all freaking neurotic idiots that are thinking too much. You're overthinking this. And what you're doing is you're taking everybody that pays any attention to ESPN into your own private neurotic meltdown. Make no mistake, most of the people on the left are melting down too. Melting down. A Trump supporter wearing an Israeli flag was told to get the F out of Boston by hecklers. Anti-Israeli academics launch a campus Antifa group for the faculty. Purdue University's Bill Mullen and Stanford University's David Palumbo Liu created the Campus Anti-Fascist Network to combat fascists who use free speech as a facade for attacking faculty who have stood in solidarity with targeted students. You know, targeted students. Targeted by who? They're not targeted by anybody. But this is the language, as these people screw themselves up into this flight of frightened frenzy. There are no fascists in America. Except for Antifa. They make no, you know what a fascist is, right? A fascist is a bundle of sticks, easily broken singularly, but if you wrap them tightly in a group, in a bundle, and you give them armament like an axe, that's the classic symbol of a fascist. A bundle of sticks like that in Great Britain is called a faggot. But that's a different story because that's basically just kindling for a fire. A fascist is a bundle of sticks, tightly wrapped together. You can break any stick individually, but when you tightly wrap them together, they're very difficult to defeat, very difficult to break. That's why these kids dress in black and walk around in a group. Black blocks, they call them. And they carry pipes and fence posts and bats. And I noticed that they stay the hell out of Texas, and the reason they stay the hell out of Texas is because, I'm sorry, if you're walking around in black and you hit me with a baseball bat, I'm going to think you're trying to kill me, and I'm going to defend myself. And so will, 20 million other Texans? That's the problem with bringing a baseball bat to a gunfight. Those are the only fascists in the United States right now. And if they walk like fascists and they talk like fascists and they beat people with sticks like fascists, they're fascists. School group kicked off of a university campus because they were wearing Trump hats. An American university kicked out a school group for wearing Make America Great Again hats after one student complained about whitey girls trying to be problematic. Now, that's written in dialect. I'm not making fun of this. I am reading it the way it's written. Twitter user Essence Dalton posted a photograph of a group of high school girls visiting Howard University, one of whom was wearing the distinctive red Donald Trump hat. Who told these little white girls they could come to the Hugh like it was about to come up to be some sort of joke? Adding that they don't even go here. They're just locals posted up in the annex trying to be problematic. Listen, this is how this is written. I'm just writing. I'm reading it. Howard University is historically black, private university in Washington, D.C. Student population is about 86% African American. Trying to be problematic? I'm sorry, if that's a university in Washington, D.C., would that language be trying to be problematic? Could be. So they're kicked off campus because one of them is wearing a Make America Great hat again. Scamron tweeted this out. He say, beat their asses, or forever hold your peace. Beat their asses or forever hold your peace. Start swinging. I genuinely hope they didn't leave unbeat. They posted like they ready to get their ass beat. This is a university in Washington, D.C. This is how we're communicating. This is what's here. This is what's here. I'm reading the words. No, I'm reading the words. Or I could sound like an incredibly white human being and say it this way.
You sound like that every day.
They posted like they ready to get their ass beat. Should I say it that way, or should I say they posted like they ready to get their ass beat? I think it works better the second way, but I could be wrong. I don't want to steal anybody's ancestry or anything. I'm just trying to be a good reporter.
You do with the North. They're stealing mine right and left.
You know, I mean, seriously, you remember the guys that sit there and go, today in Guadalajara, Mexico, Fernando Rodriguez. I mean, these white guys are doing this. I don't know. Isn't that what I'm supposed to do? I know. It's what I do. Yeah, I do it because people love it so much. This is the Wells Report on 660 AM, The Answer. Did you see what I did there? The Answer. Texas is a conservative state, but it can only stay that way if Texans are informed, engaged, and armed. I'm kidding. I'm sure I am. I'm John David Wells from the Wells Report. Let me tell you a little bit about Empowered Texans. There's a guy that's at the center of Empowered Texans. His name is Michael Quinn Sullivan. He and I have been friends for over 10 years. He's a great human being. He's helped me immeasurably since I came to Texas. What I want to tell you about him is that he understands Texas politics better than anybody. He has spent his life doing the hard work of liberty, demanding fiscal responsibility, and teaching his neighbors how to hold elected officials accountable to the voters, and that's something American politics needs across the board. What I want you to do is I want you to take advantage of Empowered Texans. Their Metroplex operation focuses on city, schools, and county government. Their Austin offices focus on state government issues. Empowered Texans can explain everything to you every week, and here's how they can get it to you. Go to empoweredtexans.com, subscribe to their free weekly news digest. I guarantee you that you'll say, John David, that was great advice. I have never known Texas politics better. Go to empoweredtexans.com, subscribe to their free weekly news digest. Empoweredtexans.com, empoweredtexans.com, empoweredtexans.com. Tell them you heard about it on the Wells Report.
660 AM, The Answer.
Hey, it's Mark Davis. We have an idea, a celebration featuring you and some special guests. Join us for an evening with Mark Davis, Wednesday, September 20th, Austin Ranch and Grapevine, featuring Colonel Alan West, Cowboys legend Daryl Moose Johnston, and my talk show brother, Mike Gallagher. Tickets on sale now at 660amtheanswer.com. A great dinner and an evening of radio stories, hot topics, unpredictable moments. An evening with Mark Davis. Join us September 20th. Tickets on sale now at 660amtheanswer.com. Brought to you by Southwest Office Systems, AAA Auger Services, and DFW Honda.
Hi, I'm Jeff Stewart with Reliant Air Conditioning. People always ask me why we don't advertise on price. The answer? We advertise on quality. Imagine if Honda Accords were assembled by local car dealers instead of the factory. Wouldn't you pay a lot more attention to the quality of that dealer? Folks, replacing an air conditioner is the same thing. We're assembling that product in your attic, and the most important day of your system's life is the day it's installed. Our installation teams undergo hundreds of hours of hands-on factory and field training. Right now, you can combine manufacturer and utility rebates to save over $5,000 on a brand new system that can cut your electric bill in half. So call 2 other companies first, and then call Reliant Air Conditioning and see how we've been gimmick-free since '83. Our number is 877-YOUR-HERO. That's 877-YOUR-HERO, or online at ReliantAirConditioning.com.
Reliant Air Conditioning. Call 877-YOUR-HERO.
Cancellation fee may apply, subject to eligibility. Not available in Alaska, Missouri, and Washington. Waiting period and deductible apply. Coverage provided and administered by Warrantech Corporation or its affiliates. Not affiliated with any manufacturer dealership. Visit TocoWarranty.com for complete terms and conditions. You look stressed.
My car broke down. I just got a quote for the repair. I don't have that kind of money.
You don't have a vehicle service contract from Toco?
What's that?
Well, you know how drivers have auto insurance to protect against accidents? Well, this is a monthly service contract that protects against costly repairs. If it's covered in your policy, they pay. When my transmission and air conditioner broke, the Toco plan paid the whole thing. They dealt with the licensed mechanic, took care of the bill. They even paid for my car rental. And all Toco plans are backed by an AmTrust financial insurance carrier.
It must be expensive.
Not at all. There wasn't even a down payment. And I've already saved hundreds of dollars on repairs, not to mention the stress.
Protect yourself from the expense and stress of unexpected repairs. Call today for your free quotes. 800-276-6124. That's 800-276-6124. 800-276-6124.
Need a new CPAP? Then we need you. We're CPAP.com, and we carry the world's best CPAP machines, including top-of-the-line ResMed equipment. To move inventory, we're selling our ResMed AirStart machines at a fraction of the price of similar machines. Call now and ask for one of these overstocked CPAPs. We'll even provide free next-day air shipping on your ResMed machine order, so you get it fast. Call 1-800-900-6135. The best part? No insurance needed. Our CPAPs are priced so low they can even cost less than your copay and deductible through insurance. CPAP.com has shipped over 1 million orders and has everything you need to treat sleep apnea. With no retail overhead or costly middlemen, we're the best way to get comfortable, effective sleep apnea equipment at incredibly low prices. Again, CPAP.com is overstocked on ResMed AirStart CPAPs and offering free next-day air shipping on these devices. Call now for these great deals and others. Call 1-800-900-6135. If lines are busy, please try again. That's 1-800-900-6135.
Have you ever considered joining the military but stopped because you couldn't deploy to a foreign country? Believe it or not, the state of Texas has its own military force that stands alongside the Texas National Guard, the Texas Air National Guard, and serves only inside the state of Texas. It's called the Texas State Guard. I'm Tech Sergeant John Wells of the 4th Air Wing, and we're looking for you to join us. Give us a call at 877-398-8350. That's 877-398-8350. If you love Texas as much as we do, join the 4th Air Wing of the Texas State Guard.
660 AM, The Answer. Only for Texas. This is the Wells Report with John David Wells on 660 AM, The Answer.
You are listening to the Wells Report. My name is John David Wells. Chris and McKinney, welcome to the broadcast. Hi.
How's it going, Dave?
Having a great time, man. How about you?
I'm doing pretty good myself. I actually driving home from work.
Good.
So I wanted to run something by you and get your thoughts on this. I know racism in America is prevalent now, and it's the new hot topic, or has been for a while. I wanted to put a different perspective on it. I think what's happening, it's not the same type of racism that existed back in the 60s and prior to that. I think it's evolved into something completely different. I don't think people hate people because of the color of their skin. I think they don't agree with the lifestyle choices that they make. And to give you a good example, if you walk into any high school right now, high school is one of the most segregated places you'll ever see in your life.
Hey, Chris, I want you to hang on because I want to hear the rest of what you have to say, but I got to do news at the top of the hour and all the things that people depend on when we do the Wells Report. You know, real important stuff like the news. And the latest bit of it is coming up in just a couple of moments. Then we'll get back with Chris from McKinney in a moment. You're listening to the Wells Report. Back with more in a sec.
When you have sleep apnea, traveling can be a real drag because you have to drag your big, bulky home CPAP device with you everywhere you go. But not anymore. Now you can travel easily and sleep comfortably anywhere thanks to Transcend, the world's very first mini CPAP. And right now, you can try Transcend absolutely risk-free for 10 restful nights. So call now, 1-800-400-1841. Our smallest and most advanced portable design ever, Transcend is as small as a soda can and weighs less than a pound. You can even add a battery that's as tiny as a deck of cards. Transcend is so incredibly small and light, you can easily fit it in your briefcase or purse to use anywhere you go. It's FAA compliant too, so you can even sleep comfortably while flying. Now you can enjoy the freedom to sleep comfortably anywhere. But don't delay. To receive your 10-night in-home trial, call minicpap.com now, 1-800-400-1841. Again, that's 1-800-400-1841.
Have you checked your Google search results lately? Search results are usually the first impression that people form of you or your business, so make sure that they create a positive impression with ReputationDefender.com. What the internet says about you can have a big impact on your life and your livelihood, even if it's not true. Fortunately, you can now control how you look online and in online search results with ReputationDefender.com. Call 800-827-5948 now. That's 800-827-5948 for your free reputation analysis. If you have negative material from an ex-employee, upset patient, or former client, newspaper article, legal issue, social media, or other source showing up in your search results, you can combat it with ReputationDefender.com. Our dedicated experts in patented technology can help make your online search results look their best. Call 800-827-5948 to learn more. 800-827-5948. That's 800-827-5948. $29.48 or visit reputationdefender.com.
When it comes to retirement, people often ask, do I have enough to retire on? How can I take advantage of stock market gains while helping protect what I have from a crash? What can I do to maximize retirement cash flow? Should I roll over my 401k? If any of these questions sound familiar or you have more, don't miss this extra special free Money Matters Retirement Seminar in Arlington Saturday or Fort Worth Wednesday, September 6th. Reserve now at moneymatters.net. That's moneymatters.net or call 800-994-0302.
This is 660 AM, The Answer. A service of Salem Media Group on the NASDAQ as SALM. KSKY, Balch Springs, Dallas, Fort Worth. 660 AM, The Answer.
Fox News Radio, I'm Rich Dennison. The man behind an explosive dossier on President Trump being questioned by congressional investigators.
Glenn Simpson met with Senate investigators for 10 hours behind closed doors. Their focus, who were the sources for the unverified Trump dossier and who paid for it. Simpson's attorney said he did not reveal who he worked for and claimed his client is being smeared by the Trump team and its allies. Left unaddressed, Senate investigators' complaints that Simpson provided worthless records, including press clippings and more than 75.
Check. Everyone knows that H.R. McMaster and, what's his name, Steve Bannon? Everybody knows that Steve Bannon and H.R. McMaster are not the best of friends. In fact, they are political enemies. What's going to happen with H.R. McMaster now that Steve Bannon can virtually go anywhere he wants to with something called Breitbart? Are we about to see Breitbart maybe lose its perspective a little bit when it comes to H.R. McMaster? Are we about to see Breitbart lose its perspective when it comes to the White House National Security Advisor? We'll talk about it next time on the Wells Report. Mark Davis, Thursday already. Thanks very much for letting me come by and say hello. H.R. McMaster is not a friend of Steve Bannon, and Steve Bannon is not a friend of H.R. McMaster. Steve Bannon said when he left the White House that he was going to war with a vehicle called Breitbart. We've got a couple of pieces of news on H.R. McMaster. Could it possibly be true that he advocates Quran kissing? What? Where'd that come from? We'll tell you next time on the Wells Report.
35 years. There's absolutely no reason to suffer any longer. Call Vein Clinics now for your free fast-track consultation. Call 800-780-1975. 800-780-1975. That's 800-780-1975.
Want to know the secret that all those flipping houses gurus won't tell you? Flipping multi-unit properties is easier and more profitable than flipping single-family homes. With over 17 years of experience, we here at RE Mentor will show you the art of buying and selling multi-unit properties. Come spend the afternoon or evening with our team of experts, and we'll show you how to put $10,000 to $30,000 in your pocket over the next 90 days. This 2-hour class will teach you the art of the multi-unit flip and long-term hold. You'll learn how to buy, hold, and sell multi-unit properties with no money down, no credit, and no risk. You risk nothing but have everything to gain. This intensive 2-hour real estate class is coming to the Dallas area soon. Call 800-380-5195 to secure your seat now. This seminar is free to the first 30 people that call. Change your life now and learn the art of the multi-unit flip or long-term hold. Call 800-380-5195. That's 800-380-5195. Call now.
Warning, if you've recently declared bankruptcy, you're going to want to cover your ears because there's an alternative to bankruptcy and it could be better than you'd ever think possible. But if you've already declared bankruptcy and have missed this opportunity, you'll want to cover your ears now. Here it is. Right now, the company that has resolved more credit card debt than anyone in the U.S. may be able to settle your debt too. You could resolve your debt with one low monthly program payment. If you call right now and qualify, Freedom Debt Relief will show you how low your monthly program payment could be for free. Call now. 1-800-600-3731. That's 1-800-600-3731. If you're struggling with debt, this could be your answer. And the bigger your debt, the more money you could save. To find out for free how much of your hard-earned money Freedom Debt Relief could help you save, call now. 1-800-600-3731. 1-800-600-3731. 1-800-600-3731.
Balance of Nature's fruits and veggies.
I've had 10 major surgeries, including 3 brain surgeries. And I have extreme rheumatoid arthritis, lupus, and fibromyalgia. And I wanted to let him know that his balance of nature have helped boost my immune system so much because I'm on injectable medications for the rheumatoid, and they bring down your immune system. Since I've been taking balance of nature, I haven't gotten a cold, nothing. It really helped me tremendously.
Good health is only a phone call away. What are you waiting for? Don't miss your opportunity to get a free month's supply of Balance of Nature. Call 1-800-2468-751. That's 1-800-2468-751. Or go online to balanceofnature.com.
Use promo code 660AM.
At Simple Sleep Services, we believe the best way to treat the serious medical condition of sleep apnea is the easy way. Our team of doctors are experts in providing the least invasive treatment for snoring and sleep apnea, a custom-fit, comfortable solution that you simply pop in before bed each night and wake up feeling refreshed, and it's covered by medical insurance. You don't have to endure the cumbersome CPAP mask or go through the pain and downtime of surgery or implants. We are the most experienced team in the nation providing our treatment. Your diagnosis will be from a board-certified sleep physician using today's latest technology. Let us start you down the path of a restful night's sleep. Visit simplesleepservices.com or call 469-685-1700. Treat your sleep apnea and snoring the simple way. No CPAP, no surgery, no implants, just simple sleep. Go to simplesleepservices.com or call 469-685-1700. Don't spend another night on the couch or sleeping alone. simplesleepservices.com.
Sean Hannity here for my friends at Generator Supercenter, the great American story. Now, this started in 2005 with two brothers selling and repairing generators out of their garage in Texas. Today, they are the #1 Generac dealer in the nation. #1 means more savings for you. When the power goes down, keep your home or business up and running with a Generac standby power system from the Generator Supercenter. Financing available, payments as low as $100 a month. GeneratorSupercenter.com. That's GeneratorSupercenter.com.
660 AM The Answer. 660 AM TheAnswer.com. Is anybody out there paying attention to what's going on in this country, in this state, and in this city? We know one man who is. You got questions? He's got answers. This is The Wells Report with John David Wells on 660 AM The Answer.
You are listening to The Wells Report. My name is John David Wells. Our telephone number is 866-660-5759. 866-660-5759. Let's get back to Chris in McKinney. Chris, thanks for joining us. Welcome to The Wells Report. Hello. Hello, Chris. Yeah, I want you to start over. Okay, go ahead and start over. Talk to us. You were saying that you think racism is based on behavior, not necessarily based on skin color.
Exactly. It's more of a lifestyle choice, and I can prove it to you. So back in the 60s and earlier than that, you were more or less defined by the color of your skin. So you were placed in a group, right? So if you look at how it is now, even at high school, you take two kids that are in elementary school and you put them side by side, and they get along great because the things that they do in their daily life are almost identical. I mean, the way they go to school, the things they play with, the choices they have in their life are identical. Now, when you move those same two kids up to high school and you have to become socially acceptable, you're basically going to fit into a group. And that could be, a group of thugs, or it could be the baseball team, or it could be, some other group.
I'm sorry. Is there a difference between a baseball team and a group of thugs? I'm sorry. I just had to ask. I played baseball for all my life, and I was just asking. I was being silly. I'm sorry.
No, you're absolutely right. I was trying to come up with several examples, but I mean, you've got kids that group together based on the things that they like to do, right? So it's more of a lifestyle choice. So, you've got the goth kids that listen to the metal music that, hang out with that group, and then you've got, like I said, the thugs that hang out with that group. You've got the country boys, so to speak, that hang out with that group. And, they segregate themselves, and they do it on their own without any intervention. It naturally happens based on the things that they do to become socially acceptable. I mean, in high school, you find that group that you fit in with the best based on, who you like or what appeals to you. And then when you transition that into college, it follows you into college. You pick a group that you're socially accepted in, and then it moves on, further into your adult life.
Yeah.
I mean, it follows you, and it's a natural progression, and it's the world we live in.
So you see, I don't see that. I don't necessarily see the same thing you see. I see cultural differences, and here's what I see. I saw white America, for all intents and purposes, giving up any aspect of racism because there was no point in it. There was no point in it because every time you said something, you got branded a racist, and every time some white person said something on television, they were immediately flushed down the tubes, and you never heard from them again. As far back as Jimmy the Greek. Okay, Al Campanis. The list is almost endless. So what ends up happening is that this is pointless, and everybody agreed that it was pointless, and we were all getting to the point where we were all really making our way pretty well until, and I hate to say this, but to me this is, look, I get paid for my observations. And one of my observations was that racism immediately took a dramatic step backwards with the election of President Obama. It wasn't because white America had a problem with President Obama. We didn't think about it. The people of the United States looked at the candidates and said President Obama was the best choice. And they made that choice not once, but twice. But it seemed as though the election of President Obama was the cue for African Americans all over America to reach over and hit the nearest white person in the face.
Well, I think a lot of that is based on how President Obama reacted to things that happened within the country.
Well, I believe that it was more Valerie Jarrett, and I believe it was more Susan Rice and more Eric Holder, because I believe that, and this is where I coined the term punitive liberalism, where they were going to punish us for doing what they had demanded of us for decades. And we eventually did it. And what ended up happening is that all of us, hey, gosh, man, golly, I'm so happy we buried racism in our time. And then the race hustlers came up and said, no, we didn't do this. This means absolutely nothing. And I'm going, this means absolutely nothing. Why is it that we're calling President Obama the first African-American president in the country's history if it doesn't mean anything? If it doesn't mean anything, then we'll just call him the 44th president of the United States. How about that?
Yes, exactly.
Okay. And so, but what ended up happening is that literally this is an opportunity now that we've elected President Obama. It's now an opportunity for any black person in America to reach out and bust a white person across the chops. And it was like, wait a minute. Wait just a minute here. What did we do wrong? What should we have done? Should we have not elected President Obama? I mean, because there was this seething anger that we didn't do it quick enough.
I think that you're right. That was the melting pot, where everything started to come together to breed to this. And I think you hit the nail on the head. That's what started, I'll say, the media outcry for it.
I don't know whether it's the media or whether or not it's, I think the media got trapped in it. I don't think it was the media's idea. I think it was like, now we've had a president. We're just like you. Well, I'm sorry for all of us. You were just like us before we elected the president.
Exactly.
And we missed that. And then we started getting penalized with white privilege, whatever that is.
Yeah, I don't understand that one at all.
I mean, you tell the firefighter in Wisconsin that was a 15-year veteran of the fire department in Milwaukee, Wisconsin, that he has white privilege when he lost out a job to another fire captain who'd been only with the department for 8 years, that had a spotless record just like this white guy did, and the only difference was the color of the guy's skin. You tell me whether that's white privilege.
Well, I've actually got an example. This is the reason I'm calling in today, because I normally, hold my silence, listen, formulate my own opinion. But I had something happen at work today. I'm one of the hiring managers for our company, and I had an applicant apply for an engineering position, and I interviewed him today. The guy shows up for the interview, and I'm hiring him for mechanical engineer.
Yeah.
The guy shows up, and he's wearing baggy pants, a white T-shirt that's hanging to his knees, and that's how he showed up for an interview with we're a Fortune 50 company.
Good God.
He shows up for an engineering interview like that. So I bring him in, I'll go ahead and do the interview. Maybe you'll surprise me. So I bring him in, I'm going over his resume, and I have no idea how this guy made it through our screening process, but he did. And he didn't have the background for it at all. I think his last job was McDonald's or Burger King, if I remember right. He was a shift lead.
He was a mechanical engineer?
Yeah, that's the part I couldn't figure out. I have no idea how he made it through our screening process, but he shows up for the job. He applied for a mechanical engineering job with no mechanical engineering background. So the guy shows up, I bring him in. The interview takes about 15 minutes. And I said, thank you for your time. I told him right then, I'm not considering you for the position, based on you don't have the experience.
Yeah.
And I tried to give him some pointers and say, hey, the next time you show up to a professional interview,
look like a professional.
Dress professional.
Right.
And I kid you not, the guy called me a racist to my face. He walks out. He called our recruiter and said that I was making racial comments to him based on the way he was dressed. And I was literally trying to help the guy out.
Sure.
So to be honest with you, I was pretty upset about it.
I can imagine. Well, and the thing about it is this, look, we live life, and I was just thinking, I was reflecting on this conversation. This would be inflammatory even perhaps 2 or 3 years ago. This conversation that we're having would probably be a little bit inflammatory to the people listening to us, but I just realized something. We're having this conversation because it doesn't make any difference what we do. We, the people of the United States, recognize that there was a major problem with race in this country in the 60s. We went back to the Declaration of Independence and didn't find race there. We found men are created equal. And we went through all of the founding papers of the of this nation, even the ones through the Civil War. And the race was minimal, if there at all. And we said, Lincoln was the first president elected by a brand new political party that was, as part of its genesis, as part of its basic understanding of what politics should be in America, was anti-slavery. We were going to abolish slavery. The first Republicans abolished slavery. And so that's what the Republicans did. We went through all the things that we went through the 40s and the 50s, and that's horrifying, and it's terrible, and it's awful. But we recognized who these people were that were doing this, and they were Southern white Democrats that formed themselves into their own political party, the Dixiecrats. And they were KKK members, and they were neo-Nazis, and they were all these people. And they were white supremacists, and they were the Lost Cause guys that put up all these monuments that we're trying to tear down now. They were those people. We passed the Civil Rights Act of 1964. We passed the Voting Rights Act of 1965. We passed these laws. We made affirmative action. a part of the American lexicon. We started looking beyond the next white applicant to see if there was something else, see if there was somebody else that could do a better job. And yeah, there were guys that were hurt. There were guys whose careers were badly damaged because there are only so many management gigs. This guy that I'm talking about in Milwaukee had to leave the department. There was no place, there was no room for him. It was up or out. And so now we're in a situation where we have all of this. And even in spite of all of that, we finally settle down. We all get it together. Then we elect President Obama and it all turns south again. And I realized, look, they're going to call me a racist anyway. It has nothing to do with what I feel, what's in my heart, what I believe. It has nothing to do with it. It only has to do with whether or not I disagree with them politically. And I think that's more absurd than the original racism that started it all to begin with. This is the Wells Report.
Anytime I hear somebody talking about their contacts or the glasses and go, oh, I just hate these, I go, hi, Climate Evangelist Eye Center. You should call them right now. If your contacts bother you, why haven't you had LASIK? Call the Climate Evangelist Eye Center at 1-800-714-2020. Now, you may have heard, if you have astigmatism, oh, you can't have LASIK. That is not the case. Okay, seriously? We are not 20 years ago. No, this is today. And the Climate Evangelist Eye Center has amazing technology. And more people than ever are able to enjoy life after LASIK, even those who had astigmatism. And by the way, LASIK at Climate Evangelist Eye Center is affordable. In fact, right now, they're offering LASIK as low as $3 a day. And they're throwing in tickets for something like the zoo or a water park so that you can enjoy your first after LASIK summer adventure free. So make the decision to call the Climate Evangelist Eye Center right now. Be free to see. It's LASIK as low as $3 a day. 800-714-2020. That's 800-714-2020 or online at LASIKsurgery.com.
From Plano to Denton down to Louisville too. Hufines has it. Also in McKinney, we'll prove it to you. Hufines has it.
And now, during Huffine's Chrysler Jeep Dodge Ram's gigantic summer clearance event, save the big bucks on every remaining new 2017 Huffine's Chrysler Jeep Dodge and Ram car, truck, and SUV while choosing from a Texas-size selection. Plus, Huffine saves you even more with the highest cash rebates and lowest financing available and top dollar for your trade. And remember, Huffine's is the Consumer's Choice Auto Group of the Year for the 9th consecutive year. For more, click to Huffines.net or come to Huffines Chrysler Jeep Dodge Ram at Ohio and Plano Parkway in Plano, or in Louisville at Huffines Chrysler Jeep Dodge Ram right off the I-35 just north of 121.
Hufines has it. Hufines has it.
Warning. If you're drowning in debt you can't afford, do not let the credit card companies trick you into thinking that you have to pay it all back. Because you don't. What the credit card companies don't want you to know is that there's actually a way to get debt-free without paying off your entire debt or going bankrupt. If you have $5,000 or more in credit card debt, you now have the right to let us settle that debt for a fraction of what you owe. For free information, call Credit Associates now. 1-800-700-0299. We'll even show you how much money you could save. If you can't afford to pay off all your debt, do not let the credit card companies trick you into thinking that you have to. Call Credit Associates now for free information on how to get debt-free faster than you ever thought possible without debt consolidation or bankruptcy. We depend on your success and offer a guarantee, so there's no risk. For free information, call now. 1-800-700-0299. That's 1-800-700-0299. 1-800-700-0299.
Policies issued by American General Life Insurance Company, Houston, Texas. Not available in all states. For details, visit AIGdirect.com.
If you're young and healthy, you don't need life insurance, right? Yeah, that's what I used to think too, until my brother died at 38. Joe left his wife with 2 kids, a mortgage, and a stack of bills she couldn't pay. Mary had to sell the house and move everybody into this tiny 2-bedroom apartment just to make ends meet. I never want to do that to my wife, so I got life insurance. I called AIG Direct and was really surprised how affordable it is. Just $14 a month for $250,000 of term life coverage. Listen, if you have a family, you should seriously think about getting life insurance. You'll feel a lot better having it, trust me.
Call AIG Direct for a free, no-obligation quote.
The call takes less than 5 minutes, and you could save up to 70%. Call now, 1-800-700-5593. That's 1-800-700-5593. 1-800-700-5593.
Over 70 million Americans have unhealthy blood pressure levels. Are you one of them? Introducing Berkeley Life, a 100% drug-free supplement to help maintain normal, healthy blood pressure while supporting energy and vitality. Now, for a limited time, try Berkeley Life free. Call 800-709-4285. A key to maintaining healthy blood pressure is your body's nitric oxide levels. Berkeley Life helps to boost nitric oxide levels naturally. The breakthrough is from a discovery which won a Nobel Prize in medicine on nitric oxide levels in the bloodstream. Berkeley Life includes free saliva test strips to see your levels instantly. Now there is a supplement you test yourself and can see it's working. In a consumer study, 91% felt healthier after taking Berkeley Life for just 3 weeks. Here's Dan, an actual Berkeley Life user.
There were positive effects, more energy, more clarity. Another great thing is I don't have to worry about my blood pressure levels anymore.
Get your free 30-day supply. Call 800-709-4285. Just pay shipping and handling. 800-709-4285. 800-709-4285. Results may vary.
660 AM, The Answer. Now, the Wells Report with John David Wells on 660 AM, The Answer.
You are listening to the Wells Report. Let me get to Bill in Fort Worth. Bill, thanks for joining us. Hi.
Yeah, John David. Last night I was scanning through YouTube, and I came across a couple interviews with Malcolm X from back in the 60s, old black and white interviews.
Yeah.
And I'm going to tell you, talking about white liberals and white liberalism and how, they're, out there trying to help the blacks when they don't need any help, according to Malcolm X. And, him talking about the race baiters and some other things, I think that would really apply today if people would just go take a look at some of those old videos. And there's another one out there of Muhammad Ali over in England talking to a British television talk show host, talking about race and interracial marriage and some stuff like that I think would absolutely shock some folks.
Well,
absolutely shock them today as to what his feelings were about it. And one other thing I'd like to add, if people would just go back and read some of Abraham Lincoln's statements and stuff he made prior to his election, they'd be tearing down the Lincoln Memorial tomorrow.
Well, yeah and no. Okay. I mean, first of all, I don't know that that's really good verbiage to be throwing out, at this particular moment, considering the ridiculousness of what's going on with various monuments. The only thing that I can tell you is that indeed, Abraham Lincoln was the guy who wrote the Emancipation Proclamation. He is the guy that did the job that was necessary to keep the Union together, and that was the destruction of slavery in the South. And then the following 13th Amendment to do away with slavery in the North 2 years later. That was done under Lincoln's watch. So I disagree with you about Lincoln. However, that being said, I look at all of this and I say, when you bring up brilliantly, by the way, Malcolm X. Malcolm X said brilliant things. He said that white liberals in American government were playing black Americans like chumps. Malcolm X said, we need to be self-reliant. We don't need anybody's help but our own. Self-reliance. And the people who ended up making the most money ended up killing Malcolm X. Because the Great Society made it impossible for the black family to survive. And that was a white liberal thing. When you start thinking about all of the white liberal things that are out there, Planned Parenthood, 55 million ended pregnancies in the black community alone. 55 million. The Great Society. Great for who? It cost the entire country a bloody fortune. And after that, it destroyed the black family. These are all liberal ideas. And now, in 2017, they're trying to jam these more liberal ideas, even more liberal than those, down our throats. The answer is no. But the answer was no when Malcolm X knew what the answer was. The answer was no when Martin Luther King knew what the answer was in 1963. And where are we now? This is the Wells Report.
If you've got your sights set on a trip this year, why not celebrate Jerusalem's 50th anniversary in Israel with Dennis Prager, Mike Gallagher, and other 660 AM The Answer listeners? Stand with Israel and explore all that it has to offer, from modern urban and political vitality to historic and ancient landmarks you cannot find anywhere else. This October 22nd through November 1st, come see the majesty of the Mediterranean coastline, friendly cosmopolitan cities, and the intercultural dynamics of Israel. With a cultural past that reaches back even before recorded history, make your plans now to explore Israel's sites like the Golan Heights, the Western Wall, Jerusalem, and much more. You've read and heard about these places for years. Now come and visit them for yourself. Stand with Israel this October 22nd through November the 1st. Time is running out to book your trip. For affordable prices and all-inclusive details, visit 660amtheanswer.com. That's 660amtheanswer.com to register.
People call us when they just don't want to waste any more time living out an uncertain financial future.
Jerry Bailey and Dottie Schaefer of the Retirement Hour.
People often make serious mistakes when they inherit money or when they move money around from one account to another. Call us first and keep your money safe.
For over 30 years, we've helped Texas families just like yours eliminate their risk in retirement. The sooner you call, the safer your options.
Call us today for your free, no-obligation retirement review in our Dallas or Fort Worth office.
The future is coming. When it's your last day in the office, enjoy peace of mind knowing you won't be blindsided in retirement. 800-550-6750.
Protect and grow with us. Local relationship, local accountability.
Don't run out of money before you run out of time. Call Jerry and Dottie for your free no-obligation consultation. 800-550-6750. Learn more at theretirementhour.com. 800-550-6750.
At Simple Sleep Services, we believe the best way to treat the serious medical condition of sleep apnea is the easy way. Our team of doctors are experts in providing the least invasive treatment for snoring and sleep apnea, a custom-fit, comfortable solution that you simply pop in before bed each night and wake up feeling refreshed. And it's covered by medical insurance. You don't have to endure the cumbersome CPAP mask or go through the pain and downtime of surgery or implants. We are the most experienced team in the nation providing our treatment. Your diagnosis will be from a board-certified sleep physician using today's latest technology. Let us start you down the path of a restful night's sleep. Visit simplesleepservices.com or call 469-685-1700. Treat your sleep apnea and snoring the simple way. No CPAP, no surgery, no implants, just simple sleep. Go to simplesleepservices.com or call 469-685-1700. Don't spend another night on the couch or sleeping alone. simplesleepservices.com.
Listen to what Jeff says about Andro 400.
This product is so much better than even some of the advertisements. It's changed every aspect of my life. I was a 40 waist, and with the Andro 400, I'm down to 36. I'm 54 years old, and people have said to me that I look better than I ever have, and that I look like I'm in my early 40s. Hands down, I'm in the best shape of my life, and I'm telling you, it's the Andro. People immediately notice the burst of energy, my skin, my energy, plus the weight loss, the toning of the body, and the increased strength and endurance that I have in the gym. Where I was and where I am now, night and day. And Andro 400 has made the difference. My customers, my friends, my family, everybody's noticing the difference.
Guys, if you want to lose belly fat, gain energy, strength, and muscle, and look and feel years younger like Jeff, try Andro 400, the safe, natural, and affordable way to boost your testosterone. Go to andro400.com or call 888 888-400-0435. That's 888-400-0435. Andro400.com.
For more than 34 years, William Noble has been Dallas's premier source for estate, precious, and rare jewelry. William Noble has moved to their new location in Highland Park Village next to Ralph Lauren. And now it's your chance to turn a special occasion into something truly memorable. If you have an anniversary, birthday, or special occasion, or if you're getting engaged.
To get engaged is a nervous process and transaction, and we're involved with them every step of the way. It's a big deal. At William Noble, what we do is we actually treat that first client as well as our best client that we've had for 30, 40 years, because we're not looking at that one transaction. We're not interested in making a sale. We're interested in building a relationship.
Don't wait. William Noble has the largest inventory in the Southwest of precious and rare jewelry, and they're offering special pricing during their grand reopening in Highland Park Village next to Ralph Lauren. Call 214-526-3890 for an appointment, or visit William Noble in Highland Park Village next to Ralph Lauren. There's never been a better time to visit during their grand reopening sale. WilliamNoble.com.
Mom. Yes, honey? Dad told me that Cheerios is good for your heart. Is that true?
Says here that Cheerios has whole grain oats that can help remove some cholesterol, and that's heart healthy.
Jim?
660 AM, The Answer. 660 AM, TheAnswer.com. The Wells Report with John David Wells. Must hear radio on 660 AM, The Answer.
You are listening to the Wells Report. My name is John David Wells. Our telephone number is 866-660-5759. Mark Davis will show up tomorrow morning for Thursday's edition of the Mark Davis Show. You don't want to miss that broadcast. You just don't. 7 o'clock. Okay? So here's what Mark's going to be talking about. Mark, tell us all.
Hey, JD, Wednesday night, I'm already exhausted. I'm kidding. There's a lot going on. President Trump's Afghanistan speech, appreciated by many. Phoenix rally last night, appreciated by his loving base. So I'm happy all the way around. But now here comes some big issues. Tax reform, maybe even a do-over on healthcare. But there's also, tomorrow night, this rally at NFL headquarters, Spike Lee gathering a bunch of folks. We'll see how many show up to complain about the injustices being shown to the America-hating quarterback without a job, Colin Kaepernick. We'll have a preview of this and all the overnight news we need. Tomorrow morning's Mark Davis Show, 7 to 10 a.m. for a Wednesday, right here on 660 a.m. The Answer.
It is a great radio broadcast. Do not miss it. Mark Davis tomorrow morning here on 660 a.m. The Answer. He is, without a doubt, my all-time favorite talk show host. Find out why tomorrow morning. For the Mark Davis Show, you'll be happy that I told you that. 866-660-5759. Keith in Arlington, thanks for joining us. Welcome to the Wells Report. Hello.
Yes, sir. Thank you. I just wanted to comment on a couple callers ago about the hiring manager. And, if you notice, he never mentioned the color of the applicant.
Yes.
I'm a person who is about content of character. It's the internal, not the external. And I think the problem in this country, as I see it, the term racism is being grossly misused. Yes, there's a lot of bigotry. And just because I'm a bigot maybe doesn't make me a racist. I'm not saying that I am. But the thing is that Hitler was a racist. He wanted to wipe out a race of people. I don't think, in my heart of hearts, in this country, in this day and age, for a long time, there's anybody in this country that wants that. In fact, it's quite the opposite. There is no better country in the world that offers opportunity for all races, creeds, and religions. And that's the problem I have with a lot of the terms that the media's, the racist term they keep throwing up. And I think one of the things in the last administration that you touched on, a lot of people forget that he was half white. But the thing is that they were trying to basically make, us pay for the sins of the father.
Well, it was worse than that. I mean, it was turned into something that was very much like original sin. It's like because we're Europeans coming to basically an empty land, that we're somehow tainted forever. Baloney. Somebody was coming to America. Okay? Somebody was. It might as well have been us. Look at what happened every place else. All right? Let's say let's look at Europe. This family of people decide that they're special, that they're smarter than everybody else, and what they do is they kill their way to the top. They expand east and west until they cover the continent. You have the royal family of Russia. You have the royal family of Germany. You have the royal family of Scandinavia. You have the royal family of this, the royal family of that, the French royal family, the English royal family. And they intermarry with each other so that all these families are literally one family. There are mistakes made. The overwhelming majority of people are not royals. The overwhelming majority of people who are not royals are starving. You go into England and you kill somebody's deer, you kill a roebuck in order to be able to feed your family for a few days, and somebody comes along and tries to hang you for it. Now, does this somebody provide you with some way of making a living so that you can feed your family? Oh, no. No, you're poaching on the king's land. And before you could say, holy crap, there was the Magna Carta, and things began to change rapidly. Some violently. What the Bolsheviks did to the royal family of Russia really hurts me, and the reason it does is because of Peter the Great. To slaughter the family that gave the world Peter the Great was an unrecoverable sin. Unrecoverable. Peter the Great was truly a huge, incredibly important figure of history that did more for the people of Russia than anybody ever has, including that ridiculous party of mediocre thugs known as the Bolsheviks. Let's keep going. So this communist idea sweeps across Europe and into Asia. Before you know it, we've killed 40 million people in what was called the Cultural Revolution, I'll say. But who came to America? Who came here? People came here who said that every life had value. People came here to say that we, the people, were the rulers of the land here. Not some royal family, not some gang of thugs. We, the people of the United States, all people here. For the purpose of apportionment, slaves who were here were included in the governmental mix in the first Constitution. In our Constitution, they were allowed for. They didn't have to be allowed for, but they were allowed for. They should have been. Now you can parse and grouse and grouse about the motivations of the people and the motivations of the words and so on and so forth, but the words are still there for everyone to see that all men are created frickin' equal. That's in our paperwork. That's who came to America. Would it have been better if Mao came to America? God knows he had the people. Would it have been better if the Mongols had conquered America? No, it wouldn't have been better. Were the indigenous people of the United States treated poorly? Yes. Yes, they were. Was there a choice? No, there wasn't. What people don't understand is Native Americans were living a Stone Age existence. When people in the United States were living in animal skin tents, the people of France finished the Notre Dame Cathedral. It's still standing today. The only chance America's native peoples had as the industrial age civilization moved into these areas of nobody living in them, the only chance they had was the chances that were given to them. Should we have done better? Yes. Will we do better in the future? Yes. Yes, we will. As long as those Native Americans realize that they're Americans too. If they want to stand separate and they want to be bitter and angry and curse Christopher Columbus, what they ought to do is they ought to thank their lucky stars that Genghis Khan didn't show up. Or God knows who else. What about those shoguns that lived in Japan? Did you ever hear about the rape of Nanking? Did you ever hear about that? Did you ever hear about what those people did to those Chinese people there? Did you ever hear about that? What would they have done with America's Indians? They would have slaughtered them on the spot. They would have simply killed all of them. No, this land was decorated with people who said, we the people were the rulers. Did we do everything right? No. Did we do most of it right? Yes. Did we fix what we got wrong? Yes. And when we got to the age where we finally were able to say that a black American should be the president of the United States, when we finally got to that, it was Katie bar the door. Now we're going to show you guys how racist you really were. What? Nice job. Nice job, President Obama. You know, I got to be honest with you. I've got people all across the leftist spectrum of American politics calling for the assassination of President Trump. But all I can say is this. What if Martin Luther King had been the 44th president of the United States? Would we have had a better country today? What did President Obama get out of his presidency? What could we have gotten out of his presidency? These are the things that people need to think about. These are the things that the left needs to start focusing on. All these people from the left, all they see is their political advantage. They believe that their political advantage will mean that they are successful and they can move forward and they can tell people what to do. Well, you know what? They're not good enough to tell people what to do. They will always be defeated because they're not good enough. In order to tell Americans what to do, you have to prove to them that you're worthy of following them. Does anybody in the left, would you follow Nancy Pelosi across the street? How about Chuck Schumer? I wouldn't follow him into a Walmart. But you show me a man with guts who says that this country needs to be great again, and I will pay attention. And I will see how people react to him. Another 23,000 show up in Phoenix yesterday, in fact. You show me somebody that cares about this country more than he cares about himself. Can you say that about Hillary Clinton? Can you say that about Deborah Wasserman Schultz? Can you say that about President Obama? Eric Holder? Can you say that about anybody? in the American political left? I know. You can say that about a lot of people in the American political right. Paul Ryan, Mitch McConnell. Oh, we elected the wrong Republican for you? If we, the people of the United States, at the top of the Constitution, if we elected the wrong Republican for you, then maybe you should leave. Instead of trying to play into this half serious game of, no, you shouldn't say that about the president. I mean, he's a Republican. Condemning by faint praise. No, you go in all in. You go all in on this Trump guy. And you pass his stuff. And if he doesn't, if it doesn't work out the way he says it will, then he won't be elected next time. And you can say all you want to. See, we did what he wanted and he was wrong. But if you don't do it, I'm going to say you were wrong. And I might be the center of the next right-wing political party, the Conservative Party of America, that puts you out of business. Remember those words. It's the 23rd day of August, year of our Lord 2017. Yes, I threw that gauntlet. Do the president's work, or by God, we will. This is the Wells Report.
Varicose and spider veins. What a gift from my mom. She had them and I got them. Not only are they uncomfortable and sometimes painful, but I stopped wearing shorts and skirts because I was embarrassed and hated the way my legs looked. So I went to Vein Clinics of America. The procedure took about an hour and I was right back to work. What they're doing these days with lasers and minimally invasive technologies is unbelievable. The staff made me feel so comfortable, and the results, well, even my husband noticed. Vein Clinics of America has been treating vein disease for over 35 years. They're the largest and most experienced in the U.S. Look, I've been doing the commercials for Vein Clinics for years because I believe in them, and you can trust them too. The best part was my insurance covered the procedure. So stop hiding your legs this summer. There's no reason to suffer any longer. Call Vein Clinics of America now for your free fast-track consultation. Call 800-780-1975. 800-780-1975. That's 800-780-1975.
Want to know the secret that all those flipping houses gurus won't tell you? Flipping multi-unit properties is easier and more profitable than flipping single-family homes. With over 17 years of experience, we here at RE Mentor will show you the art of buying and selling multi-unit properties. Come spend the afternoon or evening with our team of experts, and we'll show you how to put $10,000 to $30,000 in your pocket over the next 90 days. This 2-hour class will teach you the art of the multi-unit flip and long-term hold. You'll learn how to buy, hold, and sell multi-unit properties with no money down, no credit, and no risk. You risk nothing but have everything to gain. This intensive 2-hour real estate class is coming to the Dallas area soon. Call 800-380-5195 to secure your seat now. This seminar is free to the first 30 people that call. Change your life now and learn the art of the multi-unit flip or long-term hold. Call 800-380-5195. That's 800-380-5195. Call now.
Sometimes what you want most from your car is nothing. No headaches, no surprises, no anxiety when it's late at night and you're on some distant freeway in a thunderstorm. That bit of nothing is everything. And that's what you get when you purchase a certified pre-owned Mercedes-Benz from your authorized dealer. Because only an authorized Mercedes-Benz dealership has the skilled technicians to certify that your pre-owned vehicle is up to Mercedes-Benz standards. Only Mercedes-Benz can back their certified pre-owned vehicles with an unlimited mileage warranty for up to 5 years, with roadside assistance included. It's time to experience confidence that's as unlimited as the warranty. Visit the certified pre-owned sales event now through August 31st, and you'll receive 2 years of prepaid maintenance and special financing available through Mercedes-Benz Financial Services, only at your authorized Mercedes-Benz dealer. You've waited long enough.
See your authorized Mercedes-Benz dealer for complete details and limitations on certified pre-owned warranties.
Balance of Nature's fruits and veggies.
I'm 75 years old and I don't eat enough vegetables or fruit, and this is a great thing to do. And it seems that I have more energy. It seems that I take that and I take a lot of blood pressure pills and what do you call it, cholesterol. But my doctor tells me, he said, no, you might cut the dosage down on your pills because what are you taking? I said, Balance of Nature. He said he didn't know what it was. So I told him, I said, it's fruits and vegetables condensed into little pill form. He goes, well, whatever it is, it's doing you a lot of good.
Good health is only a phone call away. What are you waiting for? Don't miss your opportunity to get a free month supply of Balance of Nature. Call 1-800-2468-751. That's 1-800-2468-751. Or go online to balanceofnature.com.
Use promo code 660 AM.
Have you checked your Google search results lately? Search results are usually the first impression that people form of you or your business. So make sure that they create a positive impression with ReputationDefender.com. What the internet says about you can have a big impact on your life and your livelihood, even if it's not true. Fortunately, you can now control how you look online and in online search results with ReputationDefender.com. Call 800-827-5948 now. That's 800-827-5948 for your free reputation analysis. If you have negative material from an ex-employee, upset patient, or former client, newspaper article, legal issue, social media, or other source showing up in your search results, you can combat it with ReputationDefender.com. Our dedicated experts in patented technology can help make your online search results look their best. Call 800-827-5948 to learn more. 800-827-5948. That's 800-827-5948. Or visit ReputationDefender.com.
Learn a little something at the start of your day. The Mark Davis Show. Mornings 7 to 10 on 660 AM. The Answer. The Wells Report is on 660 AM. The Answer.
You are listening to The Wells Report. My name is John David Wells. Do not forget, Mark Davis tomorrow morning, 7 o'clock. He is my favorite talk show host ever. I want you to find out why. 7 o'clock, 7 to 10, you'll see why he is the undefeated heavyweight champion of Dallas-Fort Worth Talk Radio. We live in stupid times. We know better. Our media is living in stupid times. It knows better. The Republican Party is living in stupid times. It knows better. The Democrat Party is all but lost, and it knows better. There are a lot of us in this nation that know a lot better than we're behaving. And I want to know just exactly what it is that is motivating us to not behave the way we know is better. I love all of you. Thank you for listening. The executive producer of The Wells Report is Vicki Stifer. Technical director, conductor of the Wells Report Orchestra is Magic Matt Swinney. My name is John David Wells. Go home, sleep. We'll see you tomorrow for another edition of The Wells Report.
Hey, it's Mark Davis for my friends at Zero Res. They've been cleaning my carpets for years, and now they do a great job on hardwood floors. You know why we love hardwood floors? Because of the way they look when they are clean. But you can't neglect them. The finish can wear through. You can have loss of stain color, damage to the actual wood, and that gets you into restoration and all kinds of other things. Let's keep the floors clean and get them well taken care of with my friends at Zero Res and the following Mark Davis Show special. 214-37-CLEAN, 214-37-CLEAN. You get them to clean your hardwood floors, and they'll do a room of carpet cleaning for free. 214-37-CLEAN. You cut that deal right now. And go to ZeroResDFW.com, ZEROREZ, ZeroResDFW.com, and click the Wood Floors tab and see the befores and afters and see what great beauty you can get out of your hardwood floors. ZeroRes, ZEROREZ, ZeroResDFW.com, 214-37-CLEAN. Let them do the hardwoods. They'll do a room of carpet free. 214-37-CLEAN or ZeroResDFW.com.
Hi, I'm Jeff Stewart with Reliant Air Conditioning. Let's talk about AC service techs that are really just salesmen in disguise. Most companies use their service techs to sell new equipment on service calls, and the more equipment they sell, the more commission they make. But would you buy a new car from your mechanic? The fact is, the guy you're trusting to repair your system actually makes more money if he can sell you a new one. At Reliant Air Conditioning, you get a certified service technician, not a salesman. Our techs don't work on commission, and they don't sell equipment. If you need a new system, now you can combine manufacturer and utility rebates to save over $5,000 on a brand new system that can cut your electric bill in half. So call 2 other companies first, and then call Reliant Air Conditioning and see how we've been gimmick-free since '83. Our number's 877-YOUR-HERO. That's 877-YOUR-HERO or ReliantAirConditioning.com.
Reliant Air Conditioning. Call 877-YOUR-HERO.
Reminder, we have a special free Money Matters retirement seminar in Arlington Saturday or Fort Worth Wednesday, September 6th. Once again, there's a lot of uncertainty and stock market volatility. That's why if you're retired or retiring soon and don't have years to make up a major loss, it's important to also include a protective strategy as part of your plan. The 2008 stock market crash wiped out 12 years of gains in just 17 months. Reserve now at moneymatters.net. That's moneymatters.net or call 800-994-0302.
This is 660 AM, The Answer. A service of Salem Media Group on the NASDAQ as SALM, KSKY, Balch Springs, Dallas, Fort Worth. 660 AM, The Answer.
Fox News Radio, I'm Rich Dennison.